Hey y'all, welcome to Game Day with Heavy Cardboard, where we teach, play, and talk medium and heavy strategy board games, war games, 18xx games, and tonight we have a very special offering for all y'all, Founders of Gloomhaven, designed by Isaac Childress and published by his own publishing house, Cephalofair Games. Founders is currently on Kickstarter, which I imagine most of y'all probably know this. So if after we're done, it's something that you're interested in, then I would certainly suggest you guys go check it out. So I'm your host, Edward Euler, and tonight joined by some very familiar folks who honestly are the core of the folks behind Heavy Cardboard. So my wonderful wife and co-host Amanda.
Hello.
We have the behind the scenes man himself, which tonight not behind the scenes, I guess.
I'm right here in front of the scenes.
Matt, and a big, certainly not last, sorry Ash, we have a really good friend and sometimes teacher of games and sometimes co-host of the show, Ash.
Hello.
So, big thanks to everybody watching around the world, live and after the fact. We really appreciate you all joining and spending a couple hours with us tonight. Should be a really good time. So, before we get started, though, keep in mind, this is a prototype of Founders of Gloomhaven. So, all the artwork and all the components are definitely not going to be the final bits that you would get in a production copy. So, just keep that in mind. But I think everybody kind of expects that at this point anyway. Right. So, last thing before we go ahead and get into this is, while it's not a direct descendant of any of the following games, some of which you see over my shoulder, the game shares some aspects with the following games. So, Concordia's card play, it has the Gallerist or Lisboa's kind of follow action, and the Great Zimbabwe's logistics. So being familiar with any of or all of those games is definitely going to help, but it is by no means a prerequisite to be able to enjoy and play the game, all right? So, with that out of the way, let's go ahead and get into it. Ash, take it away, sir.
In Founders of Gloomhaven, is a competitive tile placement, action selection, city building game in which each player controls one of 8 races, working collectively to build the city with the ultimate goal of gaining influence over the residents of Gloomhaven. You'll attempt to do this by starting with basic resources. Each player has exclusive access to 2 of those. As the game goes along, players will have to buy access to other basic resources and, through their actions, ultimately gain access to more advanced resources, with the end result being a player's ability to build marvelous and valuable prestige buildings. Take note, this is a standalone game in the same universe as Gloomhaven. However, Founders takes place hundreds of years before that game and depicts the original construction of the city of Gloomhaven.
All right, so Gloomhaven. The only one here that I know of that has actually played Gloomhaven is Matt, yes?
Yep, me and Dana have played it quite a bit.
All right, so now also, normally we have the cameras up right now for the players, but we took them down just because it's going to be a pretty involved teach and I want everybody to be able to focus on everything that I'm teaching, so that's why you don't see them. They will go up here in just a little bit. So this is the entire layout of Gloomhaven, or Founders of Gloomhaven as it were. Over on the right hand side are the various prestige buildings that we're going to be building throughout the game. This is the only time that you're going to see these. These are going to be off camera going forward. The advisor and proposal board is over there, as Ash is showing. We have obviously the main board and the 4 player tableaus, as well as different resources. We have money, we have the different
kinds of influence.
Right, yeah. And then we have the road tiles and then the secondary and tertiary resources that we're going to be building out there. All right, so with that said, let's go ahead and get the camera down to where it's actually going to be. Right there is how you're going to see it while we play the game this evening. So the city of Gloomhaven is broken into 3 sections divided by a wall and a river. The purple and green bordered areas are out of play or only come into certain areas when they come out for different prestige buildings. There are 4 different types of terrain, which limits what buildings can be built on them. There's the entrance areas, which are red. There are the coastal areas, which are beige. We have the forested green areas and just the central gray areas. Jazz hands, spirit fingers,
there's forests all over. They're spread around.
Okay, all right, got it. All right. So around the outside, we have the prestige or the score track around the board. Obviously, as you can see it around out here, that's going to be victory points, the goal of the game. The level 2 and level 3 resources that you're going to see up here. The advisor board, which is where we're going to be acquiring more of the cards, which to play from our hands. And then just above that, on the top of the advisor board, is the proposal board for the possible prestige buildings that we're going to vote on to bring into play. All right, so now let's show you guys the player tableau. Now, as is normal, y'all are going to be playing along with me as I play, and here's what the player tableau looks like, all right? The cameras will actually be up here, so don't worry about that as we go. So going left to right on the actual board itself, we have the income track. We all start with 1 income. I got it. There we go. Hey, let's trade that around. There we go. Cameras will be right here. So we have the income track, which is at $1. Everyone starts at. We have the 3 house tiles with workers. So there's a worker placement aspect to this game, but everybody starts with 0 workers. And it's possible that you might not have any workers to actually be able to do the worker placement actions. Then you have the player race, which I start out, I'm playing the Enochs tonight, which are big on the livestock. So you have the actual basic resource that I have access to. The Enochs will always have access to livestock. The 2 below it show the 2 secondary basic resources, which in this case we drew before the game started. I ended up with knowledge, so I get to drop some knowledge on fools. However, I am not allowed to have a secondary resource being metal or wood, as it were. And obviously the other players out here have different things. There are the 3 bridge and gate tokens, which those are actually double-sided, so you're only limited to 3. You can build them however you want to be able to obviously go through the gate or across the river. There are 3 different voting tokens over here, which we'll get into towards the end of the teach when we start talking about the voting. And then there are claim and delivery tokens over here on the right, as well as money and a player aid down here. At the top, you can see my starting hand, quote unquote, of 4 cards. Everybody has the identical 4 starting cards. And at this point, I think the best way I know how to teach the game is to go through how a turn works and explain the available actions. Then we're going to begin and explain the rest as we go. But for the most part, it's going to be a front-loaded teach, okay? However, before we start, we need to talk about connections, all right? Not like person-to-person connections, just connections. All right. So a connection means a space that is either adjacent to another space in question, or a line can be drawn between them via road or through a bridge. That makes sense?
Right.
So, for instance, we're going to talk about this part of the board over here only. As far as connected, we have roads that are out here. We have different resources that are out here. All right. These 2 resources. And I should talk about adjacency first. Adjacency, everything is not orthogonally adjacent. It is orthogonal and diagonal, meaning all 8 spaces around it. So for instance, this resource right here, all of these areas over here are adjacent to it. Actually, when we played this for the first time at Origins with Isaac, I asked him squares and diagonals with the roads and everything. I was like, did you think about doing hexes? And he said, I did actually, because I love hexes. Who doesn't? Hello. Right. And he said, actually, 6 connections wasn't enough. It was too limiting. Oh, wow. And so that's why he did the square, so you can do the diagonal. So that's the actual, or maybe not the mechanical reason,
that's the reason
for that. So let's talk about connections now. These 2 resources down here are connected to this house, which is Amanda's house right here. This resource right here is not connected to these 2 because buildings block connections. So for instance, these 3 resources are all connected to one another, either directly adjacent to one another building-wise or resource-wise, or via road. Whereas these two cannot go through the building to then continue on a road to go to somewhere else.
Okay.
Or to actually, if this were a resource, they would not be able to be connected because the house blocks it again. Does that make sense? Is that clear?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So that's connection. I wanted to at least use that as a base to go off of before we get into actually going through the mechanics of the game. Cool?
Yep.
All right. All right. So on your turn, you have two options. You either call to work or call to vote. Call to work is playing a card from your hand and you do the associated main action, which is on the top of the action, which are normally black actions, but this one, it's a prototype, so it's kind of a paste up, so it's gray. But just note the top half of the card is the main action. You must be able to do the entire main action to do that action.
Okay.
Or you can call to vote. So when you call to work, you say, hey, I'm going to recruit. I'm going to do the top part of that. If you choose to call to vote, that is how you pick these cards up and put them back into your hand, Concordia style, for those that are familiar with Concordia. Yeah. That is the only way you're going to be able to get access to those cards again, is to call a vote. So call to work, do the action, call to vote.
Pick up your hand.
Pick up your hand. There you go. So let's talk about call to work, because that's the majority of the game. So you have two options when you call to work. You can either play the card face up and do whatever the top part of the card is, or play it face down and do what's called a standard follow action instead. So we'll talk about just the face up actions first, and then at the very end we'll talk about what the different follow actions are. All right? So again, you must be able to fully do the main action, and then after I have completed the main action, everybody at the table gets to either do the follow action or a standard follow action. So there are four main actions when you play a card. The first one, as you see here, is recruit. Recruit is how you get advisors off the advisor board and add that card to your hand. Unlike Dominion or something like that where it goes to your discard, this goes straight into your hand. So there are two prerequisites to be able to recruit. The player has to own or have access to the resource in the lower left-hand corner of the advisor. I'll show you guys that in a minute. Just as a reminder, I start the game with access to livestock, which are out here, these tokens, and access to knowledge. I am the only ones that will have these basic resources at the beginning of the game. So now obviously I have these out for examples, but just know that I have a livestock already on the board and it shows ownership of that. So the prerequisites, if I say, hey, I want to take this advisor off the board, prerequisite one is I have to have access to that resource, which is livestock. Hey, I do, cool. The second prerequisite, I have to pay that amount of money to the bank. Cool. So let's see what this card is. So the two prerequisites, again, livestock, and then pay whatever the amount was there. Then you're going to immediately get one fleeting influence as shown on the actual card that I played. Fleeting influence is going to be these clear little gem tokens. Then I'm going to score whatever is in the bottom right-hand corner points-wise, and these are pre-seeded. The zeros are on the top, then the 1 points, then the 3 points later on.
Oh,
all right? And then you see that there is a lasting influence, which are these red gems. So I'm going to get this card and both of these influence by playing this card and paying the prerequisites, paying the amount and having access. Then that card will immediately go into my hand. Boom, that action is done. Cool?
Cool.
Now, it's important to note that this does not refill until everybody has taken their follow actions. So if Matt were to follow and take one, then Ash were, Amanda, sorry, you only get access to one card, so maybe she chooses one of the other follow actions.
Right.
Make sense? Cool.
Yep.
All right, so that's recruiting. That's pretty simple, I think. So after you've played the card, you then discard it. Cool. Boom. Done.
Cover follow real quick.
Oh, okay, sure. I can touch on that. All right, so following. There are 5 different things that you can do when you follow, in addition to the actual bottom of the card. So you can always follow and do whatever the active player did, okay, doing the bottom part of the card. Or you can do three main things, which are get a buck, get a fleeting influence, or build a road that you're connected to. Again, we've already covered what connections are, right? The other two actions are whenever you have access to these workers, you've built a house, you can do your racial worker placement area, so the thing that's particular to your own racial ability, i.e. the Enochs can do this only, or only the Enochs can do that. The other thing is for building prestige buildings. Whenever those are built out here, if you have delivered to a prestige building, you then have access worker placement style out to those. So those are the follow actions.
And so that's something I get to do on my turn after you've done your main action.
It's technically still my turn.
Oh, okay.
So it's my
I'm
turn,
following your main
and
action.
then Matt follows my main action, then Ash follows,
okay.
then Amanda, then it's the end of my turn.
Gotcha.
All right.
Cool. So that is recruiting. Any questions on recruiting? And after you're done, you discard that card, boom, done.
And the follow is only if you play your card face up, right?
Correct. If you if I were to do a standard follow action, instead of doing the recruit action, it doesn't matter what card I play. If I choose to just play a card like this, I get to do any of those 5 standard actions, but you guys do not get to follow.
Oh, okay.
All right. It's actually really reminiscent of Lisboa
Yeah.
in that respect. Okay, cool. So that is recruiting. Next, trading. And again, prototype material, so bear with it here, guys. This is where players gain access to more resources that they don't own. You're trading for resources. That makes sense, right? So, building a resource is placing one of their own basic resources out onto the board with their marker on the tile. You do not have to be connected since there's no prerequisites. So if I were to, I would take one of these, I say, hey, I'm going to go ahead and put some knowledge out there, and boom, I place it out here. The only prerequisite really for placing basic level 1 resources is there cannot be the same resource in the different zones of the city. So if we want to call this zone 1 divided by the river, zone 2 divided by the river and the wall, and then zone 3 up there, you can only have one of any type of resource ever, or prestige building for that matter, in each area of, or each region.
of the 3 areas.
Cool. All right, easy enough. Now, to be able to place that resource out there, there is a cost. So if you look here actually on the card, and again, bear with it, that if you place it in a red area, it costs you $1. If you place it in a coastal area, it's $2. If you place it in a green or gray area, it will cost you $3. So out here, I placed it in the red area, so it's going to cost me $1. Easy enough. Pay that to the bank. The other option is kind of like what we see out here, what Amanda did. And what this is buying access to another player's resource tile by paying the owner the amount of money that is owed, and then placing your marker underneath it. Now, this being a red area, it's going to be, whenever you buy access, there's a $1 fee on top of it. So it's always +1. So if it's a red area, which this is, Amanda will have paid me $2 to gain access to this resource. However, that's it.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Now, this also includes secondary and tertiary resources as well. The catch is you must have the access to the prerequisites to gain access to the secondary resources. All right. So, for instance, to be able to build these hides, you have to have access to livestock and wood. So we look here. Right now, I have access to livestock. I do not have access to wood, though. So I could not buy access to this area.
Okay.
If this resource had straddled the 2 areas, the more expensive and the lower, then I would pay the lower amount to Amanda, or any of us would for that matter. Cool? Any questions on trading? There are also some secondary rules for 2 and 3 player game. I'm just not going to bother with them since we're not playing a 2 or 3 player game. Cool? Following is the same as the main action. However, you can only do it in entrance or coastal spaces, which are red or beige areas. And that says so on the card right there. Cool?
Cool.
All right, good deal. So that's trading. Again, once I've done my action, everybody gets to do their choice of a follow, and then we discard it. Boom, done. Okay? Then, hey, it becomes my turn again. I'm hogging all the turns.
No.
Right? The next action is upgrade. So this is how you build the advanced resource buildings. Trading got you access to other ones that people have built, or you built level 1s. However, upgrading is actually how you build the advanced resources. Cool. In addition, as the main action, you can build a road. You can build the road before or after doing the main action. It's up to you, however you want to do it. So to be able to upgrade, it's going to cost you $4 or $6 respectively. So you look up here, all the level 2s are $4, all the level 3s are $6. Okay, cool?
Cool.
As I said, you can build the road before or after. However, it must be connected to the tile that's being built. So for instance, and let's say Amanda wanted to build, no, actually we'll just leave it here. Let's say Amanda said, hey, I'm going to build this building, this resource right here. All right. So what are the prerequisites? Well, she has to be connected via road to both of the resources. So she has access. Hold on one second. Isaac's correcting something. There are no restrictions to buying access. Only a resource is built. Fair enough. Thank you for the correction.
Cool.
All right, cool. Good deal. Thanks for the fix, Isaac. All right. So talking about buying, upgrading, which is basically building new resources. If Amanda wants to build this fur, she has to have access to livestock, which she does. She's bought access to already. And then wood, which she's already bought access to previously. So cool. And they're all connected because that's directly connected.
To
We're
the
good to
hide
go.
building.
To
Right.
the hide building. And then she can get back to where
Via
she
road,
built.
yeah.
Via road. All right. So then at that point, she's going to score points based, or I shouldn't say she, all of the prerequisites will then score points. So what are the prerequisites? They're going to score 1 point for whoever owns the livestock. Hey, look at that. I own the livestock. Even though Amanda has access, I own it. Only the owner gets paid. And by paid, I mean via points. So, cool. We pegged 1 point. And then over here, Matt owns the wood, so he gets the point. So you're probably asking yourself, what's the good of doing that? Well, there's a couple things. It gives you access for these prestige buildings to be able to maybe deliver more
higher level goods.
Higher level goods. But also, Amanda, because this is a new resource that she previously did not have access to, that she owns, she gets 1 more income. So she would bump up her income.
Ah, there you go.
Cool? That makes sense? And I think I covered this already, but just in case not, you can only have one type of resource, or each resource can only be 1 here, 1 here, 1 here. That's why there are 3 of everything. So you can only build it 1 in each area.
Okay.
Cool? Good? Makes sense?
Yeah.
Good? All right. All right. As far as following now, they get to do everything you got to do except build the road. Cool?
Yep.
Easy enough. Then, all right, cool, boom, done, discard. Now we go on to the final action that you can take, and that is construct. So this is building a personal building for $3. Now, all these personal buildings out here all show $4. Well, it's all -1 is
In
one
the main
that's
action.
Right. So, okay, they're all $3. So, talking about houses, this is how you're going to get your workers to be able to take worker placement actions. You must build it on a green space only. If you notice, they're actually outlined in green. Nice little reminder. It's got to be on a greenery, i.e. a forest area. Greenery, terraforming Mars, bear with me. It must be built connected to something that the player owns. Okay. And then it cannot be built next to an owned tile and can only be built, again, 1 in each part of the city. So on my turn, I say, hey, I'm going to construct. I'm going to pay the $3. It must be built on green, right? So I already own this tile. I cannot build it here because that would be 2 ownership markers directly adjacent to one another, and that's a no-no. However, I can place it here. That's fine because it would be sorry, I would have to have built a road, sorry, and then I could build my greenery, or I could build my building right here. Sorry, my house right there. Because that is
way it's
directly
still
adjacent
connected to what you own,
exactly.
but not adjacent to what you own.
Cannot build it there because I would then have two ownership markers right next to each other, and that's a no-no.
Right.
Amanda could build that there.
Because I don't own that.
Exactly. Okay. Does that make sense?
She's a silent partner.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. All right. So that's building buildings or building houses. It also unlocks a worker available to you to then use for your racial abilities as well as special or prestige buildings. And whenever we collect income, which we have not talked about yet, you're going to gain one fleeting influence, which actually, if you show, you get your income and then you get fleeting influence, one for every building that you, or one for every house that you've built. Make sense? Cool?
Yep.
Good? All right. Awesome. So that's constructing houses. But then there's bridges and gates. So this is the only way to connect through a wall or through a river. So we have, so for instance, if it were Ash's turn, and imagine he were already connected, meaning he already had roads or something like that, he can build on the wall or cover out here a bridge, and this is how you're going to be able to get connected from one area to the next, so on and so forth.
Okay.
So they work identical to roads with one big catch. You own those roads.
Yep.
Meaning this location, anybody can travel this road, but only Ash can go through his gate.
Yeah.
Only Ash can cover his bridge. So if we want to use it, we have to build somewhere else along that. That makes sense?
Cool.
And this is also the one exception for ownership markers. If
Oh,
Ash
okay.
had built something here, whatever, doesn't matter, couldn't be a house because
Well,
here,
yeah.
let's do it this way.
There you go.
There. If he had built this and he had a house here, this is the one exception for ownership markers because this is just showing, hey, it's my bridge or my gate. Not showing, it's not a building per se.
Gotcha.
Okay, does that?
Makes-
It's basically a road, just showing only you can use that
Right.
road.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, cool. Good deal. All right. Let me get a drink. All right. So again, after we have taken those actions, everybody can follow either using this or any of the standard follow actions. I just want to remind everybody what they are. They are gain $1, build a road connected to something that you own, gain a fleeting influence, perform a racial action provided you have a worker available, or perform a prestige building special action if you have made a delivery to that particular prestige action or building. So for instance, if I have already delivered whatever good that is, we'll talk about that later, I then can use the prestige building special ability with my worker as an action worker or as a worker placement location.
Right.
Cool?
Yep.
All right. All right. So now we have talked about the 4 different actions that you can take. Let's say I've taken these 3 actions and I have 1 card left in my hand. And I don't really want to take an upgrade, and I see one of those prestige buildings that I really want to get built, and maybe I have a whole kit and caboodle of influence. I say, you know what? On my turn, I'm going to call to vote. So call to vote, you must have played a minimum of 2 cards. I've played 3, so we're good to go there. Cool. Count how many cards you have left in your hand. In this case, I only have 1. For every card, so if I had multiple, I could mix and match however I want here. I could either gain $1, gain a fleeting influence, or build a connected road. After I have made all those decisions and I've done all those things, whether it's building roads, whatever, getting money, etc. Once done with that, then I get all my cards back into my hand. Okay, cool, good deal, just like so. Then everybody who did not call the vote, i.e. not Edward, everybody else gets their income. So whatever their personal income track is at, they get their income. When they get income, they also get fleeting influence immediately based on whatever building or whatever houses they've built. After that, then comes the vote. All players select via secret bid which of the 3 prestige buildings they want to build. So there are 3 different markers that you have here. You have the triangle, the square, and the circle. So if you look over there on the prestige area, you have the square, the circle, and the triangle. And those are the 3 buildings, the prestige buildings, that will be built, or one of them will be built at the end of the vote. So what we're voting on is, which one do we want built? Make sense?
And who's going to build it, right?
Oh, sure. So how do you vote? Well, that's pretty easy. You take all these into one hand, and you say, hey, I want to go ahead, I want to vote on this one. You say this privately on your inner monologue. You take your, whatever influence you want to vote with. Now, I should note that fleeting influence is going to go away no matter what. Whether you use it or lose it, doesn't matter. It's going away at the end of the vote. Whereas lasting influence, wait for it, lasts until I choose to use it. If I use it, then it goes away. All right, so we all do this via secret bid, say, okay, we're ready. Okay, boom, we all reveal. Okay, hey, we count up. Which symbol has the most votes? Well, I voted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 2 for the red. 6, 7, 8, 9. That's a ton of influence.
Dang.
So let's say I chose whatever the blue one is. So I say, hey, it's Gray Mare Estate. Awesome. At that point, I should also point out that whichever building wins the bid, if you're tied, whoever's lower in points gets to build it.
Okay.
All right? Whoever has the highest vote gets to build the building. So then they say, for instance, let's say I said, hey, I'm going to build this building. Cool. I put the marker, or I put the card out here, and you must match at least one square of the building must be in the location of the color. This is a coastal building. At least one of it must be in the coastal area. That makes sense?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. Obviously, you can't build out of bounds and any of that stuff. I think that's pretty much common sense. All right. So now let's talk about when a prestige building has had all of its required resources delivered, which we're going to get to here in a minute. Once it's had all of these spots filled, we're going to mark it with one of these markers, because that's going to be the trigger for the end of the game. When all 6 of these markers are out there, meaning 6 prestige buildings have all of their deliveries been made already, that player finishes their action, all the follows follow, and then the game ends. You get points for any lasting influence on a 1-to-1 ratio. Whoever has the most points wins. Now, the last thing that I want to cover here is there's a trickle-down effect in this game that I kind of hinted at, that I'm actually using the example that's in the rule book because I think it actually does a really good job, and this is set up pretty close to that. All right. Before the resource is delivered here, meaning Teal is going to place one of these markers there. Before that happens, you have to score the government building. Teal's going to earn 2 points for the jewelry building.
Yep.
Okay. And then purple earns 4 points for the book building tile that's being used. And that's what I actually missed. Okay.
Oh, that's a book, not a knowledge.
Correct.
Oh,
yeah. That's where I messed up. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Okay. So, it's actually... actually, the example's wrong in the book, in the rule book, because this shows knowledge, and that this is wrong. This should be a book that's there because it's level 2. So, so then purple would then score 4 points for this. Out of those 4 points, they're going to have to give 1 to yellow, and they're going to take 1 of those for purple. Right. Does that make sense? And then we've scored this, then 8 points for that, then it trickles down again for that.
Wow.
So does that make sense?
So then once the Merchants Guild has this government delivered to it, it then scores that whole chain a second time? Or is it just scored the one time?
Now the government resource is delivered to the guild hall, earning 8 more points.
That's 8 points. Okay.
However, they have to, again, pay 4 points to purple for using the book tile.
Wow.
Okay? They don't have to pay for their own jewelry, obviously. And then purple, again, pays for 1 of those points to yellow for using the crops to make the book. So total, teal earned 4 points, purple earned 3, and yellow earned 1. And then teal earned 6, or in total, sorry.
In total, yeah.
Teal earned 6, purple earned 6, yellow earned 1, and then teal is also going to get an income for that.
Cool.
Holy cow, could I have made that more convoluted? I apologize, y'all.
It's okay. It's like
No, actually, it's something as simple as there's a misprint on the tile.
Yeah.
That's
right.
all.
But
Yeah.
no, like
Yeah.
Tony said, it's a
Okay.
it's a like the secondary craftsman in the Great Zimbabwe.
That's exactly it, right? So that's I apologize, guys. That's what threw me off. So these are books, but it shows a knowledge
Right.
Yeah.
there.
So
So
just
that's
the
what.
tiles
Yeah,
on it.
yeah,
That's all it was.
So, whoo-wee. All right, that's it. So there are a couple of reminders that are just here for us as little reminders throughout here, but that's pretty much it. Oh,
Yeah.
not much.
No. Yeah. Just play a card or take your cards back.
Yeah,
you're fine.
play
What's
a
the big
card.
deal?
Right, that's exactly it. Too funny. All right, so appreciate the patience to teach. I believe that was a little involved, but I wanted to get it all out front because this way it makes sense for those that are watching along as we go.
And while you breathe and take a drink, we're going to reset the board here.
Cool. And actually, better yet, instead of me breathing and taking a break, while you guys reset, I'm going to give everybody some really, really good news. Is Isaac has allowed us to give away 1 copy of Founders of Gloomhaven for anybody that's watching the stream tonight.
Wow.
All right.
How about that?
We're actually going to allow it to go 48 hours from now. So we'll call it 8 p.m. Mountain Daylight or 2000 Mountain Daylight time. So you have 48 hours from right now to go ahead and go to heavycardboard.com/fog, F-O-G. You need to enter all the information, and you put a secret word in there. So secret word will be involved. Okay? So if you put that in there, you can go enter, and that's that. As Ash writes it down.
I'm here. Does that count as watching? Maybe.
I think so.
I
So
don't
48 hours, you guys got a chance to enter that. So you don't need to go rush and go do it right
your
now.
knowledge and
Your knowledge, right?
You've got jewels.
I've got jewels. Who has rocks?
I'm rocks.
Your
Stone,
rocks.
and I should have. There we go. All right,
see.
everybody, put out one of your resources out here and one of your ownership markers as well, because now we have to actually start the game.
Okay.
So the one thing I did. So this is how the game starts. Sort of. So we're going to randomly draw, and we get to choose out in the gray areas only to place our initial resources.
Okay.
Okay, so if you guys want to randomize turn order here.
I was taking that. Took the yellow.
Sure. Do we need a first or do we need all 4?
Just first.
Okay. Oh.
Do it again.
I
I think both of you guys
Call that a
are
cop down.
out.
Splash the pot.
Right. Hey, look at that. It's almost like it was fixed.
Hey,
Amanda
how about
had
that?
Davis, which is our first player marker.
I
Cool.
wasn't fixed.
All right, not really, but I'm glad it worked out that way. So just to let everybody know, so Amanda and I have played the game a couple times. The other two have not yet. So this is going to be exciting to be able to get a new impression on this game.
Brand new take
Yeah.
on the world for me and the game.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And whereas Matt, you can actually. Why don't you guys go ahead and talk about what races you are while Amanda considers where she's going to actually start placing her resource trade stall.
I am the harrower, which look like guys in pointy hats with Cthulhu feet. They apparently like.
Hold on, do you
they
have
like
to do
pumpkins.
that?
Well, duh.
Cthulhu feet?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
I saw a Cthulhu hat, knitted hat the other day.
Nice.
So
So what are your 2 resources?
I have crops and wood,
Okay.
and my special ability is I can lose 1 point to gain $5.
Wow.
Nice.
There's an influence
Okay,
to get money
all
for
right.
it.
And Ash?
I am the Savas faction or race. The kind of printed material is stone. The secondary material I have is metal. And my kind of special ability is to build 4 road tiles connected to a stone resource.
Whoa, that's
Yeah.
really nice.
So I will be the road builders of the game. You're all welcome in advance.
Amanda?
I am Orchid. My main, what are these called?
Resources.
Resource.
Basic resources,
left
yeah.
in my brain is gems, and my secondary is population, and my racial ability is to recruit an advisor at -2 money.
Oh, really nice. And mine, I'll actually just show you guys. Enox, right? Livestock, drop in knowledge. And then buy access to any resource tile connected to a livestock tile for $1. So, cool. Dig it. All right. All right, yeah, place your bets. If you're new to the stream, this is where you get a chance to place your bets. Now, early on, I always said, don't ever bet on me because I had too much to manage between the cameras, running the stream, the chat, and everything else. So I would kind of stick by that tonight.
Although that kind of seems to kind of change since you've been doing this full time because you've studied the rules all day long. When it was a little shorter time for you to do so, we could beat you. But now it's a little harder. I
Yes,
think.
all day.
All right, so Amanda, somewhere in the gray area.
I am gonna put it right here.
Centrally located. All right.
Absolutely.
Then we're going to go clockwise from there.
While Edward places his piece, the other thing that we bet on is the Glory to Rome board. The over/under on how many times one of us might say our in-house politically correct version of "Go fly a kite,"
Yes.
which for us is Glory to Rome.
You know what? I don't know what I'm going to do. You would think I would know after studying this all day, right? You know, we're not going to think about this too much. Actually, we will. Yeah. Is that good? Yeah, that's good. That'll work. Done. All right. So Matt, you are crop
I am
boy.
crops.
So technically going to crop dust.
Yeah. Ain't quite that. Everybody's got just about the same amount of votes.
Okay. All right.
Nice.
Cool.
I'm
All
gonna
right.
go over here just
Okay.
for fun and see
Rebel.
what happens.
And I think you guys have figured this out, but Isaac
hand me mine.
Childress
Oh.
is the Isaac Childress in chat. So Isaac, thanks for joining us tonight. I know you're working on very little sleep tonight, so
If any.
definitely appreciate that.
Let's see.
Congrats on the success. Killing it. Over
Yeah.
300% already today.
Oh my gosh!
Nuts.
Amazing.
Wow.
I think it funded in what, 30 minutes?
Yeah.
Oh,
if
no.
that's like 10.
Not even that much.
Lord.
Yeah, it was like 10 minutes.
All right. So everybody has placed their starting areas and game on. So starting with Amanda. Go ahead.
Okay, let's see here. I don't have any money. Do we start with money?
Oh, yeah. Everyone should start with $7. $7, sorry.
Okay. I understand you're trying to.
We're just
handicap
trying
me,
to
it's
even
fine.
the playing field.
Yeah, right.
Right.
It's logistics. So, yeah. Okay. Let's see.
Oh, you did get a nap. Okay, good. Hopefully, Josh was able to take over, answering all the questions on the Kickstarter
board,
and everything. So cool. Glad you got a chance to get some sleep.
All right. So I am going to recruit.
Okay.
No, recruit.
So if you want, why don't you play your
Okay.
cards out here while you can? Okay.
No, recruit an advisor and gain 1 fleeting influence.
Okay. Well, you got them over
Oh,
there
I
to
do.
your right.
Okay, so there's that.
So you only have access to a gem, which is only that
That's the only
advisor to
one.
start.
So I will take the showman, put it in my hand.
Ooh.
You immediately score 0 points.
Yay!
And you get a lasting influence. I keep wanting to call them permanent influence.
Yeah.
They're not, well, they're permanent until you use them.
Right.
Sure.
You know. All right, cool.
And that cost the buck, right?
That cost $1.
All right, cool. So then, because you played this, we all
Everybody
get
gets
to
recruit.
follow.
Uh-huh.
You know what? After taking the driver, you would have thought I would have looked, build an advanced resource building, then game. You know, I'm going to go ahead and I'm looking at the prestige buildings that are out there. Yeah, that's way too far. Well, do I really want to focus on that? Yeah, I probably ought to have a goal in mind, I suppose. All of those suck for me except for the Happy Alchemist. All right, so if that's the case, I will go ahead and just take 1 fleeting influence. So my fleeting influence, I will just throw right there. Cool. Boom. Done. That's my follow. And don't forget, fellas, that you can take $1, you can build a road, or, you know what? I'm already going to mulligan. I'm going to... I
Take
forgot.
it back?
Oh,
Yeah,
goodness.
I'm going to build a road instead, actually, and go ahead and build that there, because I have a plan for that. All right,
Nice.
cool. That's adjacent. Remember, diagonals are adjacent, okay?
All right, guys. Again, it's heavycardboard.com/fog, F-O-G.
Okay.
A couple people are saying that they're having some trouble. We're already getting entrance, so it is working. So
Okay.
just make sure you're typing it right.
There's no rush. You got 48 hours.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Matt.
I will also build a road.
Okay.
I'll build it right there.
Okay. Ash.
You know, I'll just take $1.
Okay. All right.
All right, so I will take my card back.
Oh, and I guess, yeah, we should say I am playing yellow. Matt.
Blue,
Teal.
teal.
I'm gray.
And I am purple.
All right. Cool. Good deal.
And so now we refill the advisors?
Yeah, now that everyone is done, these all slide.
Oh, wow.
And then we refill.
Okay. So nice for you to have options on those advisors. I envy you.
Oh, you did. Oh,
Yeah.
I had no options.
I'm broke up.
Nor do-
totally broken up.
Nor did I. Now I do.
All right, cool. All right, so my turn. I built that road for a reason, so I'm gonna go ahead and get a house out right away. So a house costs $4. However, I get to build it for 1 less. So there's 3. So I will pay that to the bank. I get this worker at my disposal. Actually,
Nice.
I'll go ahead and put him down here so you guys can see him clearly. And then I'm going to build this house. So what are the prerequisites for building a house? It must be connected to something I own, to a resource I own, or a building I own, sorry. And it must be built on a green tile, and it cannot be directly adjacent to one of my ownership markers. So, awesome. So, just as a reminder for myself, I'm just going to put that there.
Nice.
So I know that that's my house.
That's your house.
Hey. Not after dark. I wanted to go all Eddie Murphy
No.
on it. Yeah. Okay. So now, because I did that, now everyone else can follow and build a personal building, but it's going to cost them the $4.
The full price.
All right. Yeah. There you go. AO Listify said it's involved. INVOLVED. I should have waited to give that so it calms down.
Caps
until-
doesn't matter.
Right, there you go. Cool. So everybody gets to follow if
Okay.
you wish, Matt. And remember, if you don't want to do the actual construct action on the follow, you can take any of the basic actions.
I'm going to build a road again.
All right.
I'm seeing now the folly of not having built a road, so I too will be building a road.
All right.
Road.
Edward, do you want to add the people cams back to your Tableau?
Oh, did I not? I'm sorry. Yeah, good call. Hold on 1 second here, guys. There we go. Hi. All right, cool. All right. So everybody's built a road so far, and Amanda's going to follow suit. All right, done. So that is the end of my action now. So I'll discard this, and now you guys can't see it, but we'll go ahead and put it right there. Cool? All right. Matt, you're up.
All right, I'm going to try this. I'm going to try to do an upgrade already. Because this guy right here, all he needs is crops.
Okay.
Whoa, okay.
So,
Cannot be
right.
directly adjacent, and it can be built anywhere out there, so that's totally legit. So you must have access to crops. Whoop, you do. Good deal. So now you have to pay your
Pay
$4.
$4.
Okay.
And put that on there.
Okay, and now you're going to get 1 income because it's a new resource that you do not have access to. You do now. And now food is available, and then you're going to score to whomever you wish that owns crops that's connected to that building.
I think I'll score myself.
Okay, all right.
That seems selfish. but
It does
okay.
seem a little, semper me, but whatever.
I will follow and
What sleeves are we using for the cards? That would be a Isaac question because actually the prototype came sleeved. So
One of them is your sleeve.
right.
But
Yeah, because we had to print one of them.
oh,
last
that's
night.
true. Yeah,
But
fair
no
point.
clue.
So, Timothy, I take it it's your first time on one of the live streams. Welcome. And for everybody that's new, welcome to the stream, y'all.
We do this a lot.
I just took a fleeting influence, Amanda.
As your follow?
As my follow, thank
Okay.
you.
I can't see all the way over there. Is there anything that just takes gems?
there-
Hold on, Amanda.
What?
And this is actually a good teaching moment. I
Yeah.
can show
Yeah.
The building
you
guide.
It
have
actually
the
shows
building
you.
guide.
It actually shows you the shape
It
and what
does.
it takes to build it.
There you go. Right.
Wow, that's
Yes,
pretty fancy.
but
So
yes, there is.
I will take the ring then.
Okay.
Okay. Hey, and it's purple too. It's even better.
All right. So, Matt, you built your road when you built this as well, or did you not? You forgot.
I did,
You did
I did
not.
not build my road.
Okay.
I will build my road.
Here.
Yeah, we'll just kind of go on this way.
Pay my-
Jared is a
more money?
compulsive sleever, so.
Okay.
And remember, diagonals work as well.
No.
Okay. All right, cool.
Pay my 4 money, and I will give.
You cannot build it there. You are directly adjacent on things
Oh,
you
that
own.
is directly adjacent. My bad. How bad?
Now that is
There.
totally on the up and up.
That
Yes,
will
ma'am.
work.
So you paid your $4.
Uh-huh.
All right. So you get 1 income for building, having access to a new resource, and then score your gem,
And
which
I
is
get 1 point.
purple. Matt. There we go. Thanks, Matt. Ash. Okay.
And
Mash.
did you mash? Did you get your 1 extra income for having access to a new?
Yes,
Okay.
I did.
All right, just making sure.
So I'm looking at this, and having livestock, I have to have, and actually I guess for my follow I can show you guys this. So if I'm considering building something, to be able to build or a resource, a fur, my livestock, I need wood. Well, I'm looking out there, and where's the wood?
There's no wood out
It has
there
not
yet.
been.
I have the wood.
Wood
it
has
is all
not yet
here.
been
All right,
imported,
so therefore I cannot do that.
nor has knowledge or population.
Right, so therefore I will not follow using that action. Instead, I'm going to go ahead and just take a buck.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there we go. Boom. There we go. Cool. All right, so that's the end of Matt's turn, yeah?
Mhm.
All right, discard your card. And Ash, you're up.
All right. For my main action, I will
Go play
construct.
it up.
Oh,
on
yeah.
the-
Thanks.
There you go.
For my main action, I will construct. So I will be building a house for 1 less. Let's put it right there. Here's my 3. And I'll go ahead and play along. The rest of you are free to follow.
I will take a money.
I, in fact, cannot follow doing that because I've already
You've
built
already
a
built your
house
house.
in the middle and I don't have access to anywhere else. Well, let's go ahead and road it up. So I'm looking at my tech tree and I apparently am going to need to drop some knowledge. Is there metal out there yet? There
I have
is-
not imported metal yet, but
Ay,
that'll be
vey.
me very soon.
You guys really need to help me.
Possibly
a lot
my next
more.
turn.
Oh, but there are crops.
Yeah, if you can get
do
there,
have a bridge.
you get a bridge first.
And what was the action? It was the build, right?
It's construct. Yeah. If you can
You know
connect
what?
to the river.
If that's
That
the
has to be
case,
on green.
it does.
Oh, thank you. Excuse me. Let me back up my turn real quick.
Okay. Good catch. There we
Thanks.
go.
Yeah.
I love the alerts.
Yeah, we're
Thank
actually
you.
going to get a actual alarm light
Nice.
that the mods can dial in to be able to work. We're working on that.
That's
We haven't
awesome.
gotten to that yet. So
let me
I
back
think one of
this up.
those internet controlled lights, you can do that and just give
Yeah.
them access to it. Like a Philips
Like a
Hue
Hue.
or something.
Yep.
Well, in that case, I think what I have to do is trade. So I'm going to import some metal.
yes, Matt, you are correct. Lowest victory point currently is the tiebreaker.
So I'm going to import some metal.
Oh, putting it out there already.
Yeah.
Yes.
And as much as I dislike it, I think that I'm going to have to pay the full price. So to import on gray is 3. So there's the 3. 1, 2, 3. And
that's a
that's-
new resource
that's
that you
my
have
action.
access, so you get an income. So.
there's my income bump.
Okay. So, Amanda, would you like to, or you now follow,
Right.
but what are you going to follow? Yep, you guys, just FYI, the chat, just due to the software and the YouTube interface, it's about 10 to 15 second delay. So we'll see it. Don't worry. That's the Peanut Gallery's job, is to keep us on point.
Right.
Steady long, steady wrong.
Yeah.
All right. So you imported a resource, huh? You built a resource, essentially. You know, I can. You know what? I will. All right, so here we go. So I'm actually going to use my worker now as my racial ability to buy access to any resource tile connected to a livestock tile for $1. So I will take my $1. I will say, hey, Ash, my friend, here's your buck. And
Thanks,
you cannot
friend.
deny it.
Thanks, friend.
Right? And so because I'm directly adjacent, I will
You've now gained access to that. Nice.
access, not ownership.
Ownership,
So
right.
my income does not go up.
But in the future, when you're needing access to both livestock and metal for instance,
Whatever.
I don't know.
Well, actually,
You'll
it's
have
going to
it.
be knowledge in metal for machinery, but yeah, you get the idea.
Right.
Yep.
All right. And for me, I'm just gonna take a buck.
Nice.
Okay. All right, cool. So that's the end of Ash's turn.
Cool. Yes.
You discarded? Good.
Discarded the card.
All right. Let's see. I can't
Is there a side view of my tableau? There is not.
do that yet.
I meant his view of the board. No.
Kind of an over-the-shoulder cam.
Oh no. We only
yet.
we only have access to 4 cameras right now.
That's on the research tree. That's on the tech tree for the studio and for the live streams. That's one of the things you're working on to be able to
Yes.
to stream the games that require that.
Yeah, it actually is. Like whether it's block war games, stuff like that. Exactly.
So, let me ask a question.
Let me answer a
That's-
question.
That would hope be a teaching point. So, if I do a road here,
Okay.
and then I do a bridge here,
That would be.
this Matt doesn't own these.
Nope.
It's just he
you
just
nailed
built
it.
them.
You know,
Okay.
you were 100% right.
Okay.
Yes. And what you could do, just as to go on that, you could build the road here or here, and build the bridge in either of those 2 places. Because remember, diagonals are
Right.
adjacent, right?
Or there.
Yeah.
That's
Which is
good.
weird because the bridge can go over half. It goes over half the
Yeah,
river.
and
Right,
then
it's
it-
diagonal.
No, that's
jump.
it.
Yeah.
That's
You jump off
exactly
the
it.
half
It's
bridge.
a curved bridge.
Yeah.
Come on now.
It's big, okay? Okay, let's see here.
Isaac's, oh man, that was a pretty big mistake. So if y'all didn't see in the update that Isaac sent out for the first update for Founders of Gloomhaven,
Yeah.
he said that, hey, he's going to be here rooting for anybody but me. He's bitter, he's butthurt because I beat him.
Oh, okay.
I beat him at his own game. Or as I like to think of it, he did such an amazing job teaching the game.
He
That
didn't
he-
get the hashtag bad teacher.
Right. So he just did an amazing job of teaching the game. So
Right.
don't be bitter, Isaac. Don't be bitter. Okay? All right?
Jeez. All right. I am actually just going to do a follow action. I'm not going to do anything.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So a basic follow
Basic
action.
follow action.
Okay.
Well, shucks.
Well, that means we don't get
So
to
much for
follow
that.
her follow.
I know.
Yo, dog.
Yeah.
Well, all right. So you're done.
Yep.
So you know what I would really like to do is I would like to be able to build a bridge right now.
Just this
Oh,
one
wait a
time.
minute.
Yep.
Just this one time.
Yeah, this one time. Well, so I now have access to, what do we have? We have metal, and yeah, that doesn't help, does it? You. However, what I do see that I want to be able to do is I'm going to go ahead and trade, which this may be a mistake. And one thing that we should point out that high-level play during the live stream, probably not going to be super.
Well, much less on a second or first play.
But even if it were a 4th or a 5th play, it's still not going to be usually too high a
yeah.
level. All right.
But
So
you get an idea.
I'm going to trade for personal reasons, and
Oh, just get the
all right.
resources out there.
All right, fine.
Come on.
So I will. So I'm going to go ahead and drop some knowledge on folks.
Ouch.
That just will not get old to me. Just
It hurts.
FYI.
That's okay. It's old to us.
It's going to be like that, huh?
Yeah,
All right.
Probably.
All right. So I'll go ahead and put the knowledge out there because it is a gray location. So it's going to cost me 3 pesos, 3 gloom bucks right there. And yeah, that's it. That's all I got. All right, cool.
All right, so everybody gets, now Matt, you get to follow.
I try and be gracious. Yeah, I try to be.
I'm gonna get me one of these
Fleeting influence.
fleeting influence.
I am going to build a road.
A road.
A road.
So what's the purpose? Oh, never mind. I answered my own question on why you would build a road there.
I
Would
took
you?
a money.
Okay. All right. So that's the end of my turn. So now, if I wish, I could call a vote on my next turn since I have 2 cards played.
All right, I am going to build a bridge.
Play it out there so folks can see. You know, Love can build a bridge too.
Okay, Winona.
So it's gonna go right there, and that's my bridge.
There are many like it, but this one is mine. You paid your $3, sir.
I will pay my $3.
And yes, see, you can tell the veterans of the stream.
Yeah, it's quid bucks.
Matthew's like, are Gloombucks, Founders of Gloomhaven versions of Quid Bucks? Yes, which is brass, right?
Yes.
Too funny.
I'm going to follow and build a personal building for face value. So here is a gray house in legal placement for $4.
Hey.
Hey, hooray.
Good job.
Novel,
Again.
not cheating.
Yeah, right.
You know, right?
I do what I can. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
You ain't trying, right?
Okay, so
Cop didn't see it, I didn't do it, right?
I was thinking Yogi Berra and stealing bases, but hey, you know, to each
that's
their
it,
own.
Sure.
I can't
It's the All-Star
do
break
anything
right
yet.
now, so I'm out of baseball mode until
Oh, okay.
tomorrow.
Yeah, clearly.
I'm gonna get it.
Because there's no baseball during the All-Star weekend.
Well,
or the
not-
All-Star break.
Not on Thursday.
Not real baseball.
Not on Thursday. It was minor league, but all right. So what do I want? I'm Pole. I be poor, yo. So we're gonna just take a couple bucks or a buck to give me a couple of bucks. Cool. Hey y'all. Well, Comcast happened. I think it's really
Glory to Rome, Internet.
seriously,
I think is what
glory to
you can
Rome,
say.
Comcast. So if you're watching this after the fact, which you don't have a choice, actually, if you are watching this, it's
Everyone's after the fact.
right? The internet didn't go down; just our upload speed got crushed for some reason, and we tried, and there's nothing we can do. So that's why you're seeing us here right now. So the good news is we're going to continue exactly where we left off. We just finished Matt's turn. We're going to start back up with Ash, and then we're going to just go ahead and live stream it, just not live. We're going to do the local recording. It's going to be the 4 of us, just like it normally is, except without chat, right? The plan, provided Comcast gets their stuff together, is Amanda's going to cut out all the bad part, splice all this together, upload it, and there you go. The joys of live streaming, right? The trials and tribulations that we have to go through. So, thank you for your patience. If you tried to watch it the other night, and by the other night I mean tonight or whenever it is you're watching this, we appreciate it, and
Thank you.
life happens. Yeah, definitely. Thanks,
you.
y'all. And
Sorry.
all right, let's get back to it, shall we?
I'm going to take an action and play this card face down to get a Gloomhaven buck.
A gloom buck.
gloom
All right.
buck.
All right, Amanda.
Okay.
So we can't follow because
You can't follow.
right.
That was
All
my
right.
that was my standard follow.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so I am going to use my showman to
Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling.
Exactly.
Hello, my ragtime.
to
Yeah.
perform a trade action. So I get fleeting influence equal to half of the money spent.
Okay, that you
Nice.
spend for your trade action.
Correct.
Oh, cool.
So,
So you want to build some more expensive, right?
well, I only have 4 money.
Well, no. I mean, even so, I mean,
You're still going to get half back.
Yeah,
Right.
you'll round it down, I assume.
Rounded up.
Oh, is it rounded up?
Sounds
Okay, so it'd be $2 if you build on either
Gray.
the gray or the green.
Right. So coastal areas is 3, 2. Okay. So then I will do that. I'm going to bring out some population.
Nice. Thank you.
You're welcome. So put some population or up there.
Well,
No, I can't do it there.
Beachfront property.
yeah, it is beachfront
But I
property.
can't put it there because
No,
no, I can't because this is not an owned building.
No, it is
It
an
is.
owned building. You can place it out here if you wanted. That's fine. It doesn't have to be connected. It just cannot be directly adjacent to something that you own being the top marker.
Then I will put it down here.
Seems kind of selfish.
Yeah, I really wish it was connected.
Yeah, no. Yeah, are you sure you want to do that?
Well, where would be a better place then?
Oh no, I'm just
That's actually a good place for you.
We're just
it is
upset
good.
about
Yeah, I just don't like it.
Well, okay, fine.
Remember though,
That
The
I
one-
won't get any money for you guys wanting to take it as well.
not only that, but remember, buildings do not convey connection. So if you build a road here, you're still not connected to this connection out here. But one thing you could do, Amanda, is since you're trying to build over here for a bridge, you could always build it somewhere out here. And plus, if you build it out in the gray,
get
you
more
would
money
get an
for it.
extra influence for it.
That is true.
It would cost you more money, but you would get more influence.
Okay, so
Or the same would go for the gray up there.
but since I'm already working towards this way, like you said, let's go here.
Okay?
I'm okay with that.
I reckon you are. I mean, it does help Matt, but
So we'll go right there. So that would be, that is three
correct.
money. So I will pay that, and I will get 2.
Fleeting
Fleeting
influence because it's rounded up, right? You said?
So, does the advisor card have a follow, or is it just her action?
That is
There's
there
no
is
follow.
no follow on it.
Cool.
No. You do get
So
to
we'll
Yeah,
all
still
still
do
get to
just-
follow.
we get to follow with the trade.
Okay.
Sorry, it threw me off because I'm like, wait, there isn't a bottom, but no, you
You
do.
do?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's
It's
a
just
trade
a standard
action.
follow.
Right.
Oh, so it's still a trade action. then.
Right. So, for instance, just to show folks, so it has this part implied on there. Okay.
I see. Okay.
It's just so if we want to follow that exact action, it's only in the red or the white area or beige areas.
Okay.
All right. Cool. So for the follow, well, it's only in the red or the beige areas. Well, the thing is now that I have access to both knowledge and metal, I could build machinery. The problem, though, is I need to be able to. I'm not connected to both in a sense that I can to where I can build to both. Nope, I'm not. Can't, because if I build the machinery right here, I'd be directly adjacent to that.
Well, and
if I
that
build
too.
it over here, I'm not connected to the knowledge. So that doesn't really help me. So instead, since I'm still pretty poor, I'm just going to go ahead and build a road. Okay, so now I will go ahead and put that puppy right there. Now we're in business. Now we're
Okay.
cooking with gas. That makes sense? You
Yep.
see why I would do that?
Yep.
Okay, Matt, what's your follow?
I will take a buck.
I will take a buck also.
All right, and that's the end of Amanda's turn. All right, so it's my turn, and wouldn't you know, I don't have enough money. But what I do have, and I can't recruit. I can recruit. I'm sorry. Yeah. So I'm actually going to go ahead and recruit an advisor. I will get 1 fleeting influence for my troubles. So I will go ahead and put that puppy right there, and then I will go ahead and recruit. Well, I have access now to metal, to knowledge there, and to livestock. So what do I have access to? I have 2 options out there as far as an upgrade action or a cheaper recruiting action for the scholar. And I like the idea of cheaper recruiting, so I will pay my 1 buck. I will take the scholar,
Nice.
and he will immediately go into my hand. I will get 0 points, and I get 1 permanent or 1 lasting influence. There we go. Pull.
Very
Boom.
nice.
Done. So, Matt, you now can recruit or do a regular follow, as it were.
I'd love to be able to recruit. I wish I could. I can't.
You elect not to. Oh no, you don't have. You don't have the resources.
Yeah, the only one I could have had a wood, but I don't. There's no wood out there yet.
Gotcha.
So
Rather, he chose not to build any wood.
Right.
So-
This is what you get, Matt, for depriving us of imported wood.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
here you
will-
go. And I just wanted to verify it. So here in the rule books,
Oh, the
rule book
advisors.
singular, yeah. It says whenever an advisor card is followed, the
Take
following
money.
players perform the same follow action associated with the advisor's type, regardless of what the advisor's main action is.
Cool.
All right?
Okay.
Cool. All right.
I took money. Ash took money. Amanda is debating building a road.
I'm thinking about it.
Steady long, steady wrong.
Right there.
All right. There we go.
All right, so that is the end of my turn. So I've now played 3 cards, as y'all can see. Matt, you're up.
Alrighty. I am going to do this right here.
Put it on the board.
Trade.
Need to do this.
Oh, yeah,
And-
you need
Oh,
the
yeah.
refill. Good call.
Do we want to put this over there?
Sure.
That is in a gray. That
There you
I
go.
can't get
Perfect.
to yet. I'm going to pay Amanda 3,
Oh yeah.
and I'm going to get some of this sweet population right here.
Sweet population.
Sweet population. All right, so following then,
Following, I'm going to use my faction action.
and
for some
faction action
Faction
Jackson.
action Jackson.
Right.
Oh my god. Wow.
Terrible, I know.
No, it's
No, that was awesome.
terribly awesome.
Okay.
So, that is to build up to 4 road tiles connected to a stone resource tile.
All
which I
right,
will do
so
so
where?
now.
Oh, there's your stone.
There's my
so
stone.
It doesn't have to be directly adjacent, just connected.
Interesting.
Oh, you know what? That does me no good. I was going to build here to connect to this, but Matt's stupid bridge is right in the way. So...
Stupid bridge.
Stupid bridge.
Well, it doesn't mean you can't build
No,
out
yeah.
over here to get access over
Yeah,
there.
I mean, I do need access here. So I need to get access to this, to that. So that's got me connected to everything over here.
That's a lot of row ads.
That is a lot of row ads. And so for this,
Nice.
I think it'll be something like that.
I
Okay.
appreciate that.
Yeah, I have access to everything on the board but that.
No, you now have access to that too.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I do. Yeah,
you do.
Yeah, I
All
got
right.
everything.
So,
So that was my follow.
okay. Amanda. Yeah, there's no doubt. I know what I need to do.
I need more money.
How nice for you.
Take the money.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
Your follow?
Yeah. Well, I'm actually okay with that. So I'm just gonna take a buck. Just,
Okay.
Just a buck.
A
That's
gloomy
it.
buck?
Yep, a gloomy buck. All right, Matt.
It's got a picture of a very sad person on it.
I'm also going to take a gloomy buck.
Okay.
Okay. You don't get to
No, that
follow.
was
That
your
was your
turn.
Oh,
action.
that was my action. No,
You
right.
cheater.
What,
All right.
what is this
Ash.
business?
I don't know.
Don't forget, when you vote,
Oh, my card was out here.
when you call for a vote, you get your cards back into your hand and everybody else gets their income.
Right.
Just as a reminder. Oh, but speaking of which, real quick, something I forgot. When I built that resource, I now control 2 different types of resources, so I should be at 2. So
Oh,
everybody,
that's useful. So that's
everybody
trackable
should-
information.
right.
You can always kind of double
Yep.
check it.
You see, I have control of 1, 2.
2.
I have access to a third, but I
But
do not
control.
own it. Right.
And I have
1, 2, 3.
Correct.
Unless you have 3 income. So I'm going to construct a personal building at 1 less cost. And here comes the bridge.
Da, da, da.
Interesting. Now, just as a reminder,
Right.
you may consider building it here, because then you're
Then I'm fully
connected
connected.
to-
Yeah,
sorry.
that's a good point.
Sorry.
That's a
He's
good
the
point.
new guy. I'm
Selling
telling
me
you.
out.
All right. Well, you have access here, so it works for that.
Yeah, there's
still
one more spot.
1, 2, 3.
I know, but that's what I wanted.
So actually, why don't we take these back? Because, oh no, actually we need to mark them. Never mind.
Oh, well, there's
They
color.
are
There
marked
is
on
color,
it, but it's not.
Yeah, it's easier to see.
Yeah.
No, it's the bridge right here.
It's funny. I'm so used to chat. I'm like, oh.
Oh,
Me too.
right there.
You guys have that kind of cheese?
I just got 3 from Matt.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a fair point.
So, Edward,
Yeah. Well,
Get a gloomy buck.
yep, a
Yep.
gloomy buck it shall be.
which mostly is how I got that
Matt?
kind of cheese in the first place.
Right.
Same.
All right.
Okay. All right.
So I'm done.
Amanda?
Yes, I am going to call a vote.
Oh. All right. So this is the first time that we've had a vote. So let's reference our little cheater sheets just to make sure. Go ahead, Ash. Run it.
Oh. wait.
All right. I got it. Yeah, it's fine. Just throwing you off. All right. So Amanda, first off, how many cards do you have left in your hand?
2.
All right. So you now choose. You can either for each card gain a buck, gain a fleeting influence, or build a road. You need to do that first and foremost. Though any mix of those things.
I will
The
take...
top of XSplit is red. I don't know if that means something.
It's
No. It just means it's
I
recording.
mean, it's working.
Yep. Yeah. It's working correctly.
Okay.
I will take 2 fleeting influences.
That seems kind of selfish, but okay. All right, so now you take all the remaining cards back, or all your cards into your hand.
Okay.
Then everybody who did not call a vote, meaning Ash, Matt, and myself, get to get our income. So I will do mine here for the peeps at home. So I'm going to get $2 for that. And I get 1 fleeting influence because I have a building out there built. Or I'm not a building, sorry, a house. There we go. So I got my fleeting influence for that.
Oh,
Oh, I
and you
guess
get a
I can
fleeting
take the
influence
chat
too.
down now on that as well. There we go. All right. So now, Matt, what did you get?
I got a buck.
Because
Or $2.
And
$2.
here, so he has 1 resource, 2 resources that you control. Good. You should get $2. You don't have a house out
Don't have
there.
a house out yet.
Matt or Ash.
I got $2 and 1 fleeting influence.
Okay. And show your work.
Sure. So 2 resources here is 2 income, and then my fleeting influence would be for my house. But on the player board, it's the absence of the house shows the fleeting influence
Good.
icon.
All right. So now that everything is done with that, now we get the vote. All right. All players, remember, secret bids. So now what we're looking at is here. Let me actually see those 3 cards, and I will show
Oh,
up
on the
close.
tableau. Good call.
For folks. All right. So I'm going to show everybody on my tableau what the 3 buildings are. All right. So here are the 3 prestige buildings that can be built. So here's the things that we're looking at. We're looking at what resources are available to be built, okay, for the prestige to be delivered to that, to be able to score victory points. So we have a red building, the Sleeping Lion, we have the Happy Alchemist, and we have Grey Mare Estate. In addition to that, there are these possible little worker placement actions that we can take. So gain a fleeting influence for each adjacent basic resource tile based on where this is located. So whoever wins the vote is going to get to place one of these 3 depending on which they put out there, whichever wins the vote. So they go out in that order. All right. All right, so we have the red triangle is the small red one. We have the yellow circle, which is the white building or the coastal building. And the blue square is the Grey Mare Estate. Okay? You see what resources can be delivered to them? Everybody see that? As Matt kind of has to stretch a bit. So everybody take all of your influence into one hand. You take your voting tokens also. And remember, lasting influence stays, fleeting influence, well, is fleeting. So I will go here
My hands
and
aren't
bet
big enough.
that. And then we will, once everyone says they're ready, we will vote.
I can't really hide it. My hands are too small.
Oh, I have so much influence, it's so hard.
Oh.
Everyone good? All right, go. Show it. All right. So, right here, I have 3 for the yellow building. Matt?
2 for the red building.
And everything else for the blue. So, count up the blue.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay, so the blue building is going to get built. Right. So, that's going to be Grey Mare Estate. So, now, who had the most votes? Amanda. Amanda gets to place it where she wants. The only rule for placement is it has to be at least one of these squares has to be on a green location.
And I get this card, right?
No, the
Where does
card
it go?
goes out there.
Okay.
As a worker placement
Anybody,
spot.
right?
Nice.
Whoever delivers now to any, and I'll show everybody here. Anybody that delivers one of those resources to this now can use that worker placement spot. And remember, this is this is the trigger for the end of the game. When this gets complete, this will get one of these red markers out there. 6 of those. Ball game. Wow, Amanda, you get to place it. It accelerates. It's a slow. Boom. Yep.
Let's do this one. Whoops.
And the moment she places it, if anything can be completed, it gets completed immediately.
Cool.
And then Amanda dictates. If there are multiple people that could complete it, she dictates who gets it.
Okay.
It's good to be the queen.
Yep.
Okay. So let's put it right here.
Okay.
Okay.
So that is now directly connected to your jewelry location. That is the only one that it is connected to, because buildings do not convey through or paths, right? They're not connected.
So
Yeah, a building's not a
This would have to
conduit for
have-
goods.
There you go.
The
Right.
road, okay. So, but this does connect right here.
Right. So you place that. Okay. So now jewelry is going to score. So you look at jewelry. What's the prerequisite? So you're going to, okay. So we'll do it this way. Purple gets 4 points. Now she's going to owe points based
For
on the prerequisites. So here, the jewelry then owes 1 for the gem. Oh, look, purple gets that, so you get to keep all the points.
Yep.
Boom, done.
All right. Easy enough.
All right, so there's the vote. Now, after that, both of those buildings go away, go to the bottom of the deck. Those 2 buildings go back, and now we put out 3 new ones. So what do we have?
We have this.
Soldiers Garrison.
Okay, so interesting to note. Nope, that is not the one. Never mind. Sorry.
Then we have Golems and Gizmos
Okay.
and the North Gatehouse.
Okay, the North Gatehouse.
Yeah, goes in a specific location.
There you go.
Yeah.
That
Oh,
goes
okay.
in the North Gatehouse area.
That's weird.
I'm going to assume that's north since the board faces that way.
Yeah.
I believe you'd be correct.
And y'all can't see it, but over here there's a west gatehouse and an
Which
east gatehouse.
north never eat shredded wheat, so this would be the west side,
No.
and then north up there. So okay.
Yeah.
Never eat sour watermelons.
So how did you guys know it growing? Anyway, all
Never
right.
eat shredded
so-
wheat.
Okay, thank you.
Because it's gross.
Yeah.
Unless there's tons of sugar on it.
Right.
I
Obviously.
never said any of those.
Okay.
What
all
are you
right.
talking about?
So that is, now we have shown the vote. So now everybody loses all your fleeting influence if you have any remaining.
Spent it anyways.
Okay.
I don't
And
see why you wouldn't.
okay, cool. That's it. Oh yeah, I need to get rid of actually mine. Get my voting token
All right,
back.
so then that was my vote, and
Yep. So you now have access to all your cards again, and it is now my turn.
Yippers.
I originally had a plan.
And now it's torpedoed.
Well, not really. So I'm looking at this, right? I have my recruit, but I was also, this is $2 if I call for a vote right now. And now I know everything is open information except for
Sure.
your hand cards, right?
Yeah, I mean,
so
you know
who
what-
has influence?
You know who has influence and who doesn't.
Amanda has one permanent influence. Or
I had
lasting.
one fleeting, which would have gone away anyway.
Right.
I spent my fleeting influence.
Okay.
Or rather,
I
my
only have
fleeting
one.
influence fled.
I only have one. I don't have
Right. Well, you know, you have 2 votes, which okay. So if I called the vote, I would win it right now if I used my fleeting influence because I am trailing there. So now let me look at what buildings are out there. So what are the different
Do you want to put
resources?
them on the...
No, just call them off. What are the resources?
So Soldiers Garrison takes, what is it?
So it's stone,
Oh, yeah. Stone,
worker.
workers, and
Soldiers?
weapons.
Okay.
Or soldiers. The Golems and Gizmos takes food.
Nope, that's corn
Oh, excuse
specifically.
me. Corn.
Or crops.
Crops.
Oh,
Good
crops.
call. Right,
Okay.
right, right.
Livestock.
Livestock and
Machinery.
The North Gate takes machinery, bricks, and soldiers or weapons.
I gotta say, I really, really like the fact that I can immediately build one. You know what? I'm gonna call for a vote. All right. So I have 2 cards left. I can get money. I can build roads. I can do however I want in this, and I am just going to take $2 for those. Yeah, don't overthink it. Gonna take $2. I was thinking about taking 2 fleeting influence and using those instead of my permanent or my lasting influence.
Oh, right, yeah.
All right, so now all these go back into my hand.
And now we all get our income again.
You do.
Okay.
I do not.
I need $2 down here.
Yep.
Right here. There's a whole bunch.
Oh, is there some in there?
Yeah.
Oh, they were hiding.
I'll take 2 more bucks.
I take my 3.
Oh, and I get a
Fleeting influence.
fleeting influence for my house.
I don't.
All
I
right.
don't either.
So now we're going to vote. So same thing. So I will do that and that, which guarantees me the win. I know that.
What are you gonna do?
I mean, it's not really a big surprise, I don't think.
You don't think so?
No, it should be fairly apparent. All right. So the yellow one is going out. I bid on more. So I will take the, what is that?
Golems and
Gizmos.
All right. So
The toy store.
Yeah, that's a good way to think about it.
that actually is going to go right there. And then,
I'm okay with that too.
so that goes away, that comes back. All right, so now knowledge automatically completes. Actually,
Does it?
huh?
There's no knowledge on there.
Not knowledge. Sorry, livestock. It looks like a graduation
It
hat.
kind of does,
doesn't it?
yeah, unless you look at it really closely.
Then
You
it's a
can-
cow
you
face.
can
Yeah,
see his
I see it.
Little
Mer.
nostrils.
So we'll start lowest to highest. So who has access to crops?
I do.
All right. So grab one of your markers, place it on there. So you're going to get 2 points. Whoop. Then for crops, there is no prerequisite, so he gets all
He
of it.
retains all the points.
If somebody else had access to crops or ownership of crops,
Yeah.
access. No, ownership.
Ownership,
Yeah, ownership. So then livestock is going to be me, so it's going to be 3 points.
1, 2, 3.
And I'm going to use this, and it is definitely connected there. There is no machinery on the board,
Yeah.
so that's it. Cool.
All right.
That's all she wrote.
All right, so the new ones are the Crooked Bone, the Salt Barrel, and Archer's Garrison.
All right. Cool.
So we have food, wood, and stone.
And what do these guys do for worker placement
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
purposes?
yeah, good call. Good call. Yeah, well, actually,
Go ahead and finish those up,
Amanda cares about Greymare Estate right now.
Right.
Matt and I care about Golems
Yeah.
and Gizmos.
But let me go ahead and finish
Yeah.
this. So the Salt Barrel is wood, tools, and a squiggly thing. What is
No,
the
I
squiggly
think
thing?
it's like a bedroll.
Oh, it
It's
is a bedroll. I
cloth
can
or
see that now,
something,
yeah.
Because it's cows and machinery.
It's like it's once you see it, you can't unsee it.
Right.
Then the Archer's Garrison is bricks, tools.
No, that's
I'm
not
sorry,
stone.
tools, and
Weaponry.
weapons.
Okay.
So, the worker placement locations for golems and gizmos. Pay 1 gloombuck to perform the action of any other prestige building connected to this building.
Oh my!
Which
So,
right now
none
is
yet.
connected. No, not yet. You're right.
Yet.
It's needs 2 row.
So
ads.
basically, it's an extra worker placement space.
Yeah.
For Greymare Estate, go here and turn 1, 3, or 5 fleeting influence into 1, 2, or 3 lasting influence.
Oh, okay. Cool. All right.
So that's
cool.
that.
Matt, your action, sir.
All right, I'm gonna play my last card here, and I'm going to recruit now.
Okay.
I'm gonna play it out there. I'm going to
There
recruit
you go.
now.
Okay.
And
Here's your fleeting
my
influence.
options.
And his lasting influence
Good shot.
denied.
And I'm going to recruit this guy right here because I do have access to
Nice.
population now.
All right.
And he lets me recruit 2 advisors at once.
Nice.
Eventually, nothing
Somebody
there.
took the other one. The one that is, oh, I
You
did.
did.
Yeah.
I thought you were being smart.
No, I was like, wow, where'd that guy go? I'm an idiot. Okay.
and
all right.
I pay $1 to do so.
Yep.
It's been a night.
Yeah.
It's been a night. Technical difficulties. I think
Right.
that was about an hour of us fiddling with the internet, the computer, the router, the.
Frustrating. Yep.
I called Comcast at one point. I'm going to follow.
Oh, I did too.
Yeah, you
I
called
called
them.
him something.
I'm going to pay 2 to recruit the haggler. Don't you want a haggle? Which lets me perform a trade action at 1 less cost.
Oh, nice. Okay. Amanda,
So
do
that's
you
my
wish to follow? That would be, I'm going to build a road, I think.
That was what that was.
Okay, so I will go ahead and recruit. I will pay 1 gloom buck, and I will take the, yep.
Okay.
So I'm taking the driver who builds an advanced resource building, then gain 2 for a tier 2 or 3 for a tier 3 fleeting influence.
Wow, nice.
And it immediately gives me 1 lasting influence, not a fleeting influence, because
Right.
I've recruited. And did you get yours as well?
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
I need a lasting influence for having recruited and no points.
I built a road. I don't get anything. But a road.
All right,
mean,
so
you got
whose
a road.
turn is it?
Oh, that's me.
Yeah, it's your turn.
Sorry, I'm looking at what these new
Yeah.
new advisors
So
do.
the last one there is the bricklayer. Requires bricks.
Build a personal building and 2 connected roads. This
Oh,
one
nice.
requires stone. Build an advanced resource building and 2 connected roads. This one requires corn or
Crops.
Build a personal building, then gain 1 temporary influence for each house you own.
Nice.
Carpenter requires wood. Build a personal building at -2 cost.
Okay.
All right.
A question.
An answer.
Thank you. When does my worker placed on my faction action?
When you vote. Actually,
vote.
good call. That should have come back.
Okay,
So
cool.
Glad
There
you
we go.
mentioned that. Yeah.
I am going to upgrade.
Okay.
I'm so excited to actually do a thing in this game.
All right,
I feel like
cool.
I've been treading water or treading stones until now.
You're right.
I'm going to build. Oh man, I want to do that, but instead I have to. Yep, I'll do this instead. I'm going to build the machinery house for $4.
Now, machinery requires metal and knowledge.
Metal and knowledge.
You do
but-
not have access to knowledge.
And
yet.
so here's my question. In the chat, what Isaac was saying was that the secondary buildings, or maybe I'm misunderstanding what he was saying, that the access for the prerequisite materials wasn't required for the secondary building. Did I misunderstand
that
what
would
he
defeat
said?
the whole point of the game
Okay,
of getting
never mind
access to those.
Got it. Never mind then.
Yeah,
So
you
don't
have
use
to
it.
get access to
Gotcha.
knowledge before you can build that building.
Okay. So then what I need
That's
to
why
do,
I was willing to build this, because I knew nobody could build machinery before me.
Right. So then instead what I need to do...
Does that make sense, though?
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah, yeah.
Otherwise, why are you
Why do
buying
it?
access to
Right.
a good, right? A resource.
Yep. So instead, what that means I need to be doing. Here comes the haggler. Perform a trade action at 1 less. I'm going to gain access to
My knowledge, or no?
maybe the knowledge. Maybe. Yep. I'm going to gain access to Amanda's population.
I totally disagree with that move, but okay.
Really?
So you owe her $2.
You think it should be the knowledge?
I do, because I would like the money.
It's actually
Oh.
3.
No, it's 1 less for him.
So it's 1 less.
Oh, it is 1 less. Oh, because you have the haggler.
Because I have the haggler. And so that's my turn.
Yeah,
now
you can
properly
sort
played.
of see that. Trying to get it. It's really hard to get all 3 on there. There we go.
Okay, so
Balance.
this would be a trade follow then.
Yep.
Right?
Normal trade follow.
I am going to build a road. Right here.
Nice.
All right. That's now connected. The moment she connects that,
This fires.
everything that connects to it
Yeah.
goes. So population. So hold on now. You own the population. Is there any other population out there?
No.
There's not. So
Oh,
you
she would-
can trace a path. Boom. Okay. So now population is a level 1. You get your 2 points, and
Yep.
that's that. There's no bricks still out there, and there's no workers.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
yep.
Not yet.
Well, now these are connected. So what was the Greymare Estate special ability again?
The Greymare Estate is turn 1, 3, or 5 fleeting
Fleeting
influence into lasting influence.
Right. Okay.
And this is just an extra worker placement space.
Right. There's nothing yet that I want to. I really hate you guys for this stuff. Just so you know. Yep. Not that much to bust it out, but
Yeah, you know.
But I do.
You can build roads. man.
Yeah, but I don't need to really yet. Because I have to be able to be connected, so I can't build over here. Oops.
Right.
So I'm just going to go ahead and take 1 money, and that's it. Matt, your follow?
So it's trade action.
Oh, that's right. That gives you access to stuff, too. You can buy access, can't you?
Access.
Yeah.
Hold on 1 second. So what do I have access to that I don't have? Stone, gems, jewelry. No, can't do the jewelry yet, right? Oh, you can. You have to have access. No, you don't have to have access to the.
That's what he was saying. That's what Isaac
for the
was having
secondary
saying. For the
to
secondary.
gain access
Gotcha.
to it.
You can just
Right.
buy it.
Right. That's what it is.
Okay.
Nope, I'm all set, I think. Yeah, I'm just going to take my buck and call it good. So, Matt?
Yeah.
Okay.
It may be a lost cause.
I'm gonna
Oh,
pay.
you know what?
Yeah, that actually works. Good call.
So
Yeah.
the
I'm gonna pay
architect-
Ash 3
Thank
for
you.
his stone over here.
All right. And Ash?
And actually, for those basics, we know that I'm
yeah,
stoned.
no, it's
But,
okay. It's all right.
So that was my action. So
Okay. And
I
you're
won't.
up.
I won't try to take another follow.
Take your card.
Oh, right.
Okay, I'm gonna use my showman to perform a trade action. I just have to decide on the trade action exactly.
So what are you thinking?
Well, I'm thinking that I want access to the stone. So-
Everybody needs stone.
Everybody needs stone. So I'm going to do that. So that would be 3 to Ash.
Thank you. Now I see where the money.
It's actually because it's on gray. Actually, you owe 4 for it, not 3, because it's $1 more than the face value of the area. Remember?
Oh, okay.
There we go.
So then,
Well, then
thank
I
you.
owe you 4 too.
So
Thank
then
you.
I
There you
will
go.
get,
Cool.
And here's my additional.
There we go. Now we're all caught up. All right.
Then
Awesome.
Good
I
call.
hope I will get my 2 fleeting influence for doing that with the showman.
Okay. You knocked a card over there.
Thank you.
Actually, I don't know that we could do that.
Why?
Because the trade follow is if you're following with the trade,
Oh, that's
perform
right.
the trade action.
Oh, it's
in
only-
coastal, and
And red areas, so neither of you
we
can.
couldn't have done that.
Okay.
Oh man, I want to that money.
See, and that's the one. That's the one real big gotcha.
Yeah.
That I continually forget about, and that's on me. I apologize, guys.
Oops, that's not.
There's your. Or no,
not
this was
anything.
your
We have
starter,
that.
right?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, this was yours.
So I can get that, no problem.
Okay.
'Cause it's mine.
Yeah. I don't know.
So what was it on the follow though? On last turn that Amanda just got.
Matt took that back,
Oh, okay, I
and
got
I
it.
built a road.
Okay, cool. All right. So on the
I
trade.
still need to do a thing.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
You still need to do something because you can't
follow.
take that.
Yeah, I mean
follow of
it's
some
a
kind.
it's a standard.
Gotcha,
follow.
gotcha, gotcha.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm glad people get to see that, to be aware
Yeah.
of that one
that's-
kind of.
I
And
don't-
I'm sure that Isaac's going to include a player aid
Oh,
on
yeah.
this that's gonna
Cover that, sure.
be crystal clear on
Yeah.
that.
All right, I took a buck.
Okay, cool.
That's a
so
good
now Amanda's trade action. Now it's back
Now
to
we're
me.
following, right?
Okay. So for a trade action, it has to be in a red area, which is an entrance, or a coastal.
There's only one valid place to follow trade, and that's the food production facility to which you are not connected.
Fair point. Right, I'm thinking of upgrading. Okay, so with that said, I'm not super keen on any of my actions. Still not super excited about. Oh, again, it's got to be coastal or red areas. And this jewelry is not a coastal area, so I
Right.
cannot follow to that. So I'm just going to go ahead and take a fleeting influence. Done.
Matt?
We
Following.
All right. I will take a fleeting influence then.
Ash?
I want to follow.
Well, you're going to follow. It's just what is
Rather,
you're going to do.
I want to buy access to the food plant.
Oh, okay.
But that takes the money that I need for something else. So I think I'll just take a buck.
Okay. All right. So super excited about this. It's not much, but I'm excited about it nonetheless. I'm going to go ahead and play the driver, who is an upgrade action, and he gives me. It's going to be 2 fleeting influence for building a machinery building. Matt, if you will hand me, or okay, thanks, Matt. So I'm going to build the machinery building here. So it's going to get me 2 fleeting influence. I'm going to take those now so I don't forget. There. All right, so let's go ahead and build this out there now. So I need to be able to build machinery. It is, I'll show you guys, it's metal and knowledge. So I have access to metal right there. I have access to knowledge right there. So,
Anywhere on the roads that's not
Yep.
adjacent to yours.
you know what?
Yeah, I mean, you have all that stuff down there.
I
You
do.
have, well, sorry. You have all this over here.
Uh-huh. So this being a, no, never mind. This can be built anywhere. Sorry. You know what? Let's just go ahead and put it right up there.
Nice.
All right. So now I owe my $4 there. My marker.
Yep. Marker.
All right. So now immediately, because I owe for the metal and I owe for the knowledge. So metal, there is only 1 metal out there right now. So Gray gets that.
And metal will always be me.
And knowledge is going
you.
to be me.
So there's
There we
our
go.
1 point each.
And then
I'm on the board.
machinery right here. Boom. So 6 points for yellow.
So, of that 6.
Well, just go ahead and peg the
1,
6.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So now, machinery, now we go back to this.
Right.
Now, out of that 6, I owe 1 to myself for
Okay.
the knowledge, so okay. And then I owe 1 for the metal, so I drop back 1.
Gotcha.
Because it came out of my pocket.
Gotcha.
But this also completed that. We now have 1 down.
Yep. We're 1/6 of the way through the game.
All right, so now you guys can follow an upgrade action,
Yep.
is what that is. So knock yourselves out if you wish.
And that's just an upgrade without building a road.
Correct.
All right. Yes, I will. I will build this guy right here.
Oh,
I need the
jeez.
population. I need the stone. I don't have the stone. I got the stone. I gave the stone back.
You had to get this done.
Never mind.
Just kidding. Psych.
I will point out you can build workers. That's something that you have access to, being population and food.
Yeah, it was hiding behind my card. All right. I will do that.
You don't have
That's
enough
I don't have enough money, so I cannot
Oh,
do that.
sorry, not sorry.
Oh, wow, that'd be a level 3 building at that, too,
Yeah.
huh?
I can
Interesting.
actually do food again over there.
Ah,
Right, so there's a food in this district, in number 1, as we
Right.
were calling it
Or-
earlier, and number 2 does not have food.
Or I can be nice.
They're hungry.
I can be nice to everyone, and do wood.
that would be a trade action.
Oh, it's
Not
this
an
is
upgrade
just
action.
Right,
yeah.
upgrade, remember, is these only.
okay. Well, then I got nothing. Next, I'm gonna do food again. So, yeah, I'll take one of those.
All right.
All right.
Ash?
Oh my gosh, I'm going to build. I'm so excited.
Oh, hold on. I'm excited for you.
Thank you.
All right.
So here's going to be 4 money to build the brick factory. It's nice and smoky and glows red in the dark, as we've
You
already
can
learned.
see it for miles and miles.
Exactly. So here's the 4.
So show the prerequisites and that you are connected to
Yeah,
them.
their prerequisites are population and stone. So stone I own, population I'm have bought access and have connection through my bridge. And so where am I going to put it? If anyone is buying, what else does bricks do? Bricks, bricks doesn't do just a whole lot.
No, bricks does that.
Bricks does
and
that.
that's it. Yeah.
Or any of these.
Right.
I was trying to see if it fed into a third
It does
level
not.
building.
It does not.
It doesn't, and that's
Right.
a
I
shame.
remember that actually from
That's too bad.
when we played with Isaac.
So I think I'll just put it here. And so I'll pay my 4.
Okay, so now you and I both forgot we both get a income for that because it's a new type
it's
of
a
resource.
New type of resource connected. Good call.
Okay, so then you're going to owe points for stone, which
So
is you.
I get a point for myself, and then for population, that's Amanda. There we go. And so that now, this feeds into the bricks to build
Which
the
gives
Grey
you
Estate.
4 points.
4 points for me. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And-
of which 1 I owe to Amanda.
You don't have to do it that way, but I think visually it helps the folks at home and
You've seen me. I count basic arithmetic on my fingers. So
Okay.
to me, that kind of accounting is the best way to do it.
Fair enough. Okay. All right. So here, just a real quick check. So wait, that was still my action. So Amanda, take your follow. And if you two want to verify your resources and your income match up,
Oh, sure. Good call.
mine hasn't
Because it'll be
changed.
top level ownership.
I'm at 3.
1, 2, 3.
Yep. All right, Amanda, your follow.
I am.
And then actually, Matt, while she follows,
take a
if you will mute me real quick, and I will be right back.
He did the upgrade.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
did the
so
upgrade.
to
Everybody
CS3.
followed, so now it's your turn.
All right, so I'm going to recruit,
Okay.
and I'm going to use this and recruit. Well, do I even want to do that? Yeah, because the things no, I don't.
Okay. You want to call a vote?
I'm like 2 steps behind myself here.
You want to call a vote?
Yes, I will call a vote. That is what I will do.
Okay.
So.
We'll just wait for Ash then.
All right, so what'd I miss?
We're calling a vote.
Calling a vote.
Oh, so that means I get my income.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so I will go ahead and take my 3 monies and 1 fleeting influence. Almost forgot
Still
that.
don't have that.
You ought to build a house.
I'm trying. All right.
If I were a carpenter, you were a lady.
Add
All right,
house.
cool, nice. So now I actually got to look at what I want built here.
Yes.
Let me tell you how excited I am about those.
Whee! I know
Wow,
which one I
those are
want.
pretty terrible for me, anyways. Which means they're pretty terrible. No, I actually has a plan now.
We are calling a vote.
Oh boy. Yeah, actually, I know exactly what I'm doing. All right, cool.
I know what I'm doing.
Don't forget to get your income. Go mute him. All right, so get your income and any fleeting influence for houses.
Okay.
All right, then we're going to call the vote. So I am going to vote there. That's what I'm doing for the vote. Okay. I can't be the only one ready. All right, drop them. All right,
Wow.
so I have 5. It appears that yellow building is going.
Jeebers.
So what is that?
This is
The salt barrel.
the salt barrel.
All right. All right, Matt. Since you have 2, 5, I only had 4. Almost did more. You get to place it where you like, sir.
The West Gatehouse.
Yes.
And what's the salt barrel do, Ash?
So, the salt barrel has resources of logs, workers, and cloth, and the worker placement spot is import a basic resource you own to a connected coastal or central space for $1.
And this isn't.
Okay. Go and put it up there.
I don't have to worry about adjacency because nobody owns this. Put it right there.
Ah, nice.
Yeah, it's on the coast. That's legit. So, log. All of a sudden, what is that? Was that Beavis and Butthead? Log.
No,
That's
Ren
Ren and
and
Stimpy.
Stimpy, you idiot. All right, so log.
None of
Who's
those
got
fire
log?
yet.
Nope.
Nobody's got. Really? Why?
Matt is withholding his logs.
Because I have logs.
Oh.
Matt,
Okay.
Matt
Done.
understands that a medieval city is built of logs, and so he's not giving us any.
Okay.
I tried, but you wouldn't let me.
Okay. And that's that.
Yes.
So, that's your bid, right?
Yes.
All right, cool. So that's the vote. Take your cards back into your hand, which you've done. Ash, you're up.
All right.
So what new buildings did we get, y'all?
So we have the shipwright imports, which is logs, workers, and cloth again. Tell me if you've heard that one before.
Which means cannot be built over here, must actually
Right,
be
because
built
it's-
over here because it's the only other coastal area, right?
Right. The next is the brown door, which takes logs, jewelry, bricks, and cloth.
Okay.
The last is the west gatehouse, which takes machinery, bricks, and weapons.
Okay.
And with my one, am I connected to what I need to do? Man, I really wish that I had bought that knowledge after all. Oh well.
I tried to impart knowledge on you.
You tried. Something about horses and water. I don't remember.
Right.
I wasn't paying attention.
I don't remember.
I'm sorry, what? I wasn't paying
What?
attention. What?
Yeah. And so, I'm trying to see if I have the resources to build any of the upgrades. And if not, then I'll just call a vote. Yeah, I don't have access to any of those. Because all I have is population and my starting lines.
So a vote?
Yep, a vote it is.
All right, so you get 1 influence, 1 road, or $1, sir.
I will take... Yeah, I think I'll have to take an influence.
Okay. Okay. So then everybody else get your income.
Okay.
So I'll turn 2 in for 5. Oh, that's a good problem to have. That's wonderful. And 1 fleeting influence for my house that Amanda still has not built. So that's where we're at.
And my fleeting influence for my house.
Happy to help. Happy to be a subtle reminder, sir.
Thank you.
All right. So what are
going
we
on
putting
here?
out there?
Now, in all these cases, they have to be connected to roads first, right?
All of them have to be connected to roads
To build
first.
them, do they have to be connected? I'm thinking of the gatehouses specifically.
I don't think so.
I don't
Actually,
either.
I have to look that up.
No,
That's
I don't think they do.
I don't think they do. You can build to them.
Oh, okay.
So the play on the vote.
So it almost represents like a building site.
Yeah,
We can go there. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Takes the building tile corresponding to the winning building card and places it on the map board following the instructions outlined on the next page. And it says, Each building has a specified color, can only be placed on the board in such that at least one space of the building is on the specified color. The building does not overlap a road, a building tile, or black wall space. There is not a prestige building tile of the same type, shape, and color in the same city section. Following these rules, the end. That's it. So yeah, you can build towards it.
Cool. Okay.
Okay, so with that said, I know. Yes. And we'll go. So this is what I'm going to be voting this time.
Wait, let me check. Okay.
Okay. Everyone right? All right. All right, so yellow has 1, 2, 3, 4. Blue has 5, and red has 4. So blue it is. That is a poor choice, sir.
I agree.
I disagree.
So
the West Gate takes machinery and bricks and weapons, and the worker placement space says gain access to a resource tile on a connected entrance space for free.
Entrance being red.
Red.
Okay, cool. All right, so what do we got for new buildings, y'all?
We have Merchants Guild, Comfort and Class, and the Finer Things.
Okay, so now stop real quick. We have 2 identical buildings in shape and color.
Oh.
So therefore, the furthest to the right gets wiped, goes to the bottom of the deck, and we put out a new one.
I was wondering how that worked.
Neat.
Now we know. Oh, that's not the same shape.
That is not the same shape.
So it's the salt barrel.
All right.
So we actually built the salt barrel. Are there 2 salt barrels?
There shouldn't be. So
They're
there's
in here.
there are multiple. Yeah.
Is there one named the salt barrel? Another one?
No.
No.
Okay, take that out. Again, prototype.
Okay.
Just get rid of the card, throw it away, tear it up. There you go.
The burnt onion.
Okay.
Nice.
That far one. Okay.
We call that caramelized.
Yeah, seriously, right?
We call it deliciousness where I come from. Okay, there we go.
All right, what do we have over there?
So Merchants Guild takes
Hide.
hides, jewelry, bricks, and government.
Government.
Yeah. The Comfort and Class takes jewelry and cloth, and the Burnt Onion takes metal,
Hide.
hides, and brick.
I don't.
You know, it'd be awesome as if you built some damn wood.
Yeah.
Been trying.
No,
But no,
you have not.
it's actually a strategy to
Withhold
withhold.
that basic-
Absolutely, it
Integral
is.
basic
Yeah.
material.
All right, so you called the vote, right?
Oh, I called the vote. So
Yeah,
yeah, that was my
totally a
turn.
strategy.
All right, so
Amanda.
So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna build a house.
Hey, careful,
and
careful.
mess
Slow
up
your
stuff.
roll. Okay.
But I'm excited. Okay,
So much excitement.
it is. So I'm going to build a house. I get my guy.
I'm actually kind of excited about that too.
So that is for $4, and it has to go in a green area. Well, it's actually $3 because it's -1.
Correct.
And let's put it over here.
Cannot.
Nice.
How's that?
Cannot.
She
Why?
owns it.
I own that.
Yeah.
It's connected.
But it's
But
adjacent.
she
Oh,
owns
that's
it.
right. That throws me off every time.
I think the only place you can put it is
Right there. Yep.
Done.
Hey, your fancy house is right next to the Gray Mare.
Right. You know. And the gray mare has tried to buy her out
has
for
for
years, and she refused.
Which is really weird because it was there first.
Right, but it's you're messing up my
Don't
story.
mess with the story.
All right, so cool. So now the follow, I will follow and build. So for me, I'm actually, man. So there's $4. So now I have a decision to make. I'm going to build one of these, either the bridge or the gate,
Yep.
because
Where are you building?
I have access and I would be the only one. However, yep, I hate kind of wasting it, so to speak,
You
but
don't hate wasting it.
but I am going to put it.
It's not a waste.
I'm going to put it right
Such
there.
a pretty bridge.
It is. It's well. It says the architect,
It's
right?
beauteous.
There you go. Because that's good to go.
Yep.
So I have access to ROAD there. Matt, I keep looking for chat.
Yeah, I know.
Man,
Yeah.
Pavlovian after almost 60
No,
streams,
it's almost
though,
like
right?
the fifth person is
It
not.
is.
Take a
Right.
take a buck.
Is Asher still down there?
No,
No, he's
okay.
not in here.
he wasn't in
I
here.
thought I heard him whining. So, Ash?
Gosh, I want to use my faction action.
Jackson.
Faction action Jackson.
Faction action
I
Jackson.
can't say it.
Fashion.
Faction action Jackson.
Fashion action Jackson.
said-
No, I'm making fun of you. Yeah,
Faction.
yeah, right.
I can't have to make my mouth say faction.
Yeah, right.
I really want to, but I think what I must do
Wouldn't be prudent.
wouldn't be prudent. Not gonna do
Not
it.
gonna do it.
No, you know what? Now is the time.
Wait, whoa. Now? You
Now.
sure?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay,
I'm
all
ready.
right.
Now is the time.
I'm ready.
I'm going to use my faction action to build 1,
Jackson.
2, up to 4 roads. Up to 4 roads connected to my stone resource. So I am connected. 1, 2, 3. The bricks are going to fire.
We'll get there. Go ahead and build your fourth.
The 4th will go. Let's call it here.
Here. There, called it.
Called it.
All right, so we have that.
We have that.
All right, so machinery, I am not connected. So
You are not
therefore,
connected, sir.
that does not fire because I'm the
Right.
only one with access to it, right? So bricks fire.
Yep.
So who's got bricks?
Hi.
All right, lay some bricks.
So there's some bricks on the
So you
wall.
get 4 points for gray.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And now we come back to where the bricks are, and now we reduce.
I
So
owe 1 to
stone
Amanda.
and 1 for population. Boom, done.
Yep.
So you lose 1, Amanda gain 1, right? Boom, done. So you guys starting to get the hang of it now? It's starting to get a flow.
Now I'm understanding what I should have been doing this entire
And
time.
do you see the
Yeah,
relationship between with
absolutely.
Concordia and the Great Zimbabwe
Yeah.
aspects? And ironically, Isaac said he's never played Great Zimbabwe.
I
This is
believe
bizarre.
it. You know,
Yeah, I mean, I believe it, but that's just
And-
crazy.
Things like that.
I see these cards from Gloomhaven too, because tops and bottoms.
Oh,
That's
okay.
what-
Multi-use
It
It
cards.
seems to be his things. He likes cards with tops and bottoms that you can play.
And like I said, the Gallerus and Lisboa, you get the follow actions. The difference here, though,
Or
is
Puerto
you
Rico or
get...
San Juan.
Huh?
Or Puerto Rico or San Juan.
Oh, fair
That's
point.
true.
Yeah. Good point. To where you just get to follow as opposed to you have to spend something to
Yeah,
follow
you
like
just-
you do in the Gallerist or
Right.
Lisboa, right?
Sure. It's
So-
kind of the free follow.
Yeah.
In the chat, people were talking about how these cards are similar to Gloomhaven, where you use your cards until you rest to get your
Okay,
hand
so
back.
same idea
Yeah.
there.
That
Okay.
is interesting. I know that what keeps holding me up, which was obvious and was the first happened when we played with Isaac at Origins as well, is not being able to have something right next to what you own, because that's confusing to me, because in my mind, the way my mind works is I'm connected because I own that.
No, you.
So
no,
yep. And so I just have to
Practice. right?
practice. We're talking about practice.
All right. Practice? We're
Talking about practice.
We're not talking about the game. We're talking
Talking
about
about
practice. Okay. All right. All right. So check it out.
That's sports
Yeah, it's
ball.
It's sports ball. It's Allen Iverson. It's AI. Anyway, all right. So the upgrade, and I am super excited about this action. You should be too.
I'm excited for you. I'm really excited for you.
They still don't know who Allen Iverson is.
I know that's okay.
This side of the table does.
Yeah, it's all right. Hey.
I know that he,
Basketball
I-
player, right?
Yeah,
Right.
I'm being a jerk.
Okay,
I know
then
he
I'm
played.
close.
76ers.
Yeah, I know he
eh,
played for the
all right.
76ers.
All right, so here we go. So I'm going to do my upgrade action. I'm actually going to build my ROAD first and then build an advanced resource. I'm actually going to build a...
No, you're not.
No, you're not.
Apparently.
Apparently.
I'm a buck short.
Welcome to
Welcome
my
to-
life.
Welcome to Founders of Gloomhaven.
Well... Really? All right, so maybe we change things. Hold on. You know what? I'm still going to do it. Am I?
I don't know. You tell us.
What are you thinking of doing?
All right, so here, well, see, I don't think you guys can stop me, so I think I'm okay with talking about it. So what I want to be able to do here is I want to be able to build cloth, or what looks like a bedroll
Yeah.
to me, because I have access to machinery, I've built it, and I own livestock,
livestock,
right?
right.
Cool. That costs $6.
Mhm.
I have
Here's your
5.
fiver.
So what I could do is build machinery, and then if I build machinery using this, I can build a road. I can build the road in either of those two spots. Boom, I'm connected. Right, universally. But I think that might be a little short-sighted.
Yeah.
So.
Where would you build machinery?
Oh, I could build it anywhere. I could build it out here if I want. I can't build it in the middle strip. It would have to be on this side. But you know what? I don't think I will do that. So instead, let me look over here at what the cards are. None of those can I build, so I don't need to worry about that. So that takes care of two of my cards. So it's basically I either trade for access to something, or I can construct, or I just take my private follow action to get the $1 that I need. But I can always do that when you guys go.
Sure.
So if I, 1, 2, 3, it would cost me $3. I would still be $1 short. However, and I'm looking, everybody's full of cards here. And so I'm not thinking anyone's going to call for a vote anytime soon.
Yeah, probably not.
Not for at least a round or two.
Yeah, Amanda's the only person who even can do it right now.
Right. So I can buy access to any resource that's connected to livestock, which is basically anything that side of the river right now. For $1. Do I want any of that? I mean, in theory, it would help, but I feel like we're kind of limited right now until
Matt places wood.
Yeah, I'm looking at this, and it's just.
Yeah, I mean, we can't have hides until Matt places wood, and hides influences weapons too.
And there's no books out here, so it doesn't make sense to go after books. And I'm looking out there. I don't see any books either.
I mean, government, which requires books.
Fair enough.
But
that's one location, though, right?
Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to kind of chintz out a little bit. And I'm just going to go ahead. Since I can't recruit, I'm going to use this card.
Good call. That's a good call.
Nice.
Since I can't recruit, use the dude who would recruit to give me fleeting influence as just a regular action. And right now, I only have access to those two, which I don't have any fleeting action or fleeting influence. So
you're going to take influence?
I'm gonna take $1 actually.
Oh, okay.
Really? Yeah. God, that seems so wasteful of a turn, but
No,
I got nothing
that's all
better.
you can do.
Right?
I
Yeah.
had to do that before.
At least you have something to do.
Right. Yeah. All right, Matt. I know that was kind of a long way, but it was interesting to work through my thought process, all because of $1 short.
I am going to upgrade now,
All right.
and I'm going to do this guy right here, the fist with the hammer.
The workers. Yeah.
Yep. And
So that's a level 3. Bring it out here so folks can see it. So what is the prerequisite? It's food and population.
Food and people.
And you have access to both. So where's it going to be?
Let's see. This didn't have to be.
Something to think about, okay, if I may, is if you were to do something like this, you're now directly adjacent to that also, as far as connected. Well, I guess you would be if you were down here.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah, it doesn't.
In my own head, sorry.
But you can also use it to like block out areas.
Absolutely,
If you
yeah.
wanted to.
Almost like a predatory tile lay, right? Or defensive, depending on what it is you're trying to do. You do not own that tile, so you can do that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well.
No, you cannot, because
I do.
right here. So that you can do, yes, sir. All right,
We'll
so
do
you
that.
owe $6 first.
Yeah, which I have.
I would hope so, after going through all my drama
So I
of
was
not
trying to
being
do
able
last
to.
time I didn't have the $6.
Okay,
Right.
so now you get 1 new income for that,
Yep.
and now you're going to owe 2 to the food people.
That's
so the
insane.
food, hold on, so let's work it backwards. So you owe 2 to you, but now you owe 1 to the crop, which is also you. I get that, don't get me wrong, but I just want to work through how that works. So you're going to get 2 points for that. then what populations are out there that are connected?
Just Amanda.
Just that one.
Okay,
Only one.
done.
All right, but now
So that point goes to Amanda and is paid by Matt.
that and that both go off.
Okay, all right. So now,
Bump up your income too.
I did.
He did
Okay,
already.
good call.
so you should be looking at this.
Three.
1, 2, 3, and that's a bridge. Good.
Yeah.
All right. So now this fires. So you're going to use yours,
Yeah.
right? So you're going to get basic. So because we just went through it, you're going to get 4. Amanda's going to get 1 of
Yep.
the 5, and then this
Same
guy
here.
4 and 1 again,
Wow.
and that completes that one.
Nicely done.
So you see how it kind of snowballs,
Mhm.
right? Now, obviously, everything is really intermixed in there, and it wasn't in our game with Isaac. It
Oh, really?
wasn't at all like that.
Interesting.
No, there was up here and over here.
Oh yeah, definitely. So definitely lots of ways this game can branch,
Cool.
and I think that's only a good
Depending
thing,
where you
right?
start things, you can almost have two player games going on for a while.
Yeah, and until they or you could 1-1-1
Yeah.
even, you know.
For me, I'm going to take an influence as my follow.
Okay.
Me
As
too.
much as it pains me to do.
Influence.
I also get a road in that case.
You do, before or after, which in this case
It'd be
obviously is
after.
going to be after. I'm going to go ahead and take a buck, and then once he places his Road, Ash, your turn, sir.
Gosh, there's no place I actually don't have access to.
No, yeah. Once a road gets placed here or here, we all have access to everything, I think, which is crazy.
Yeah.
It's a little incestuous.
I don't want to do that.
Really? You could have. Yeah.
You work for
Ash,
it.
take your turn, then let
Thank you.
Asher in, please.
I will go ahead and recruit. So, I'll go ahead and take my permanent and fleeting
Fleeting.
influence now.
Or lasting,
Thank
right?
you. There
Yep.
you go. Lasting,
It's
fleeting.
bad habit for me, too.
And I'm going to take either one of these, so I'm going to be paying $2.
So would that be either or? Hey, Ash.
You know what? I'm going to take this one because it also gets me an influence.
Okay.
Here, the prerequisite is brick. I own the brickworks. And what this
And?
bricklayer does... Oh,
Keep going, keep going.
what the bricklayer does is says, build a personal building and 2 connected roads.
Okay, keep going, bottom right corner.
So that gets me a lasting influence and a point.
Correct. Now that we are in the level 1, or the second stage of advisors, right? And then there are 3 pointers down underneath that
Wow.
as well.
Nice.
So it's your turn. Go ahead and let Asher in
Can
and
you
take
move
your card if you would. Oh, you can reach.
Yeah.
You don't need to unplug.
Oh.
You can reach.
I'm gonna take an influence.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have a good handle on how long these cords
Oh, you're good. Asher.
Hey, Bob.
No. Oh, I thought he was out there. Asher. No, he's probably sleeping.
Ghost Asher.
Yep. Okay. All right. So for my turn, I'm gonna go ahead and take a fleeting influence. Am I?
Are you?
No, I'm taking a buck.
Only you know.
Yep. Only the shadow knows.
Dun, 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 dun.
I am taking a buck.
Okay. Amanda, you're up. Take your card back, Ash.
Thank you.
I am going to ask a question.
Okay.
So I can buy this as well, yeah?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
can
for
get
a
from-
trade action,
Right.
sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
You
before I
would
do.
owe, based on the coastline, which is going to be $3
Right.
to Matt.
It would be. Would it be 3 or would it be 4?
No,
Because it's +1.
no, it's
lower.
the so this is if you place it out there and you own
Right.
it. This middle one is for whenever you're buying access, and the third one is actually only in a 2 and 3 player game,
Oh, okay.
to where if there are neutral
Oh, the dungeon
resources.
Oh, like
Right,
a bot
yeah.
or something?
No. It's neither of those. There's just like how there are resources there are level 1 resources,
Oh.
because there are 8 resources in the game.
Yeah.
If you're only playing 3 players, there's 6, so 2 of them are
Oh,
up here.
okay.
And actually, I saw that when I was watching John Gets Games, his video today that came out. He played him playing as 3 players
Oh, I
by
see.
himself. Rado did 2 players by themselves, and now we're doing 4 players with 4
4
players. Right.
All right, so I did a trade action to buy that.
All right,
It's
and
nice to have
paid,
friends.
and paid, you're right.
And
They're both a couple of really good dudes. All right,
still
so.
is a like prime real estate for a joke, though. right?
Yeah, fair point. And I think they both would laugh.
Yes.
All right, so trade. Perform trade action in entrance or coastal space only. So I still don't have access to that side. So, which means I cannot do any of that. You know what? I'm about to blow a lot of money. Let's go ahead and take a buck. Done. Matt. And that was your turn, right, Amanda?
Yep.
Okay.
We're trying
Dude,
to
I
make
am-
sure that we're keeping our
No,
cards
that's good.
out.
No, that's good. That
It gets confusing with all the
well,
follows.
that's why the first player is supposed to move.
Oh, sorry.
So, no, you're fine. Don't sweat it. No big deal.
I would love to, but there's nothing you can do, really.
And don't forget, if you have a worker, you have your own stuff that you can do.
That's workers.
Yeah.
Which you could do that one, but I already own that one. So I will also take a buck.
All right.
I'll take an influence. I'll change my mind. I got some bucks.
Some bucks.
Ash.
Trade.
Gin. Ancients game. I was just, it just came to mind. I imagine that Gloomhaven set about the same time period,
Yeah, it sounds about right.
right?
Alternate reality.
Yeah.
universe.
No. I get that, but,
Only in an entrance or coastal space.
correct. Which is this or that.
Right.
So, yeah, it's literally those two resources are all you can trade for, sir.
Oh, but trading can also be importing, right?
Oh, or
Like
of your
import
base goods, yes,
metal or
yes,
stone.
totally, yeah.
Except that with all of this connected, and maybe
Oh.
this is just about how our game is playing out. I
Maybe,
don't really see the point of importing any more goods because everyone's already connected
Actually,
to it.
I forgot that. If you don't mind, I will roll that back and do that because I was messing up my.
Nope,
Here.
it's directly adjacent.
yeah.
There you go.
So I will put some wood out there now.
Oh.
Oh,
Now,
really?
It is because of the way the game has played out.
Right.
Now, you could build up there
Sure. Oh,
if
yeah.
you wanted to, right? And what's
Um,
the $3 out there for?
And that increases my income.
Did somebody buy access?
You got your money, right?
Yeah, I got mine.
Bank.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so
Oh,
wood.
really?
Wood just happened. Is wood, those are complete, and this is the only other two.
Oh,
so,
and it's got wood.
Oh, it's got wood. That fires.
Oh, yeah.
So 3 points for
Me.
Matt.
1, 2, 3.
Dang
The
it,
leader.
I relinquished the lead for the first time.
All right, so now for
I'm trying
your
to figure
follow
out-
action.
Now that wood's actually in the game, I'm trying to figure out if it's useful for me to have it.
It is for me.
Yeah.
Hides. Might I suggest dropping some? Well, I guess that's livestock, isn't it?
Yeah.
So here's what we're looking at, folks. So looking at this, hides require, now that wood's out there, we have livestock. That makes sense. You tan the hides, right? Using heat. But then once you get hides, then hides and metal give you access to weapons.
As much as I want to buy access, I'll just take a buck.
Okay. So that is the end of Amanda's turn. Oh, here we go. Now I can do this, damn it. So it's going to be $6
Yeah.
for a bedroll or cloth. So there's 6, and I'm actually going to build the road first now.
Let's see, where is it over here?
All right. So my road, now we are all one big happy family.
Your machinery is going to fire here on the wall.
There's a lot that's going to fire, actually. Okay, just 2 things. But whatever,
Still.
it's a lot to me. All right. You know what? That looks good. Okay, so gotta have, first off, I paid my $6. I have to show that it's directly adjacent, or connected, sorry. Connected to livestock and machinery. So we follow along, oh wait, come around here, there, there's my livestock. And then machinery is up through here, boom, there.
Yep.
So good to go. So I'm gonna get a total of 1 point for the livestock, and then another 4 for the machinery. Then the machinery comes over here and drop in knowledge. That's me. So I get 1 point for that.
And I'll get 1 point for the metal.
Thank you. And then machinery now is connected because I did that.
Yep.
So machinery is going to get me 4 points.
1, 2, 3.
Of that, one of them becomes yours.
Yep.
So drop me back 1.
He just
I
did
gave
3
you
instead
3.
of 4.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. And then the bedroll or cloth is out here, and that's going to fire. So that's 7 points for yellow.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Right.
All
So
for
now,
yellow.
so the bedroll. So what is the bedroll again? So it's going to be
Machinery and
right.
livestock.
Right. So that of that, I'm going to lose one of them to
me.
you. Boom. Done.
Nice.
What?
Wow.
So, halfway done.
Yep.
Yeah, there. Well, more than halfway because there's the
That one's
fourth
almost done,
one,
yeah.
right?
Yep.
So you can see how this ramps
I
up
see the
considerably,
acceleration,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Because depending on where those actually get placed out there now, it might boom, boom, boom,
Yeah.
right? All of a sudden. So that said, that was my action. So I'll follow suit here.
There you go.
So you can either follow with an upgrade or one of the basic actions. Basic follows. Standard follows. Again, this is just a different way it's played out than what we've seen in the past.
Right.
But I don't think it's a inferior way that
No,
it's
I don't
played
think it's
out.
invalid.
I'm
by any
taking an
means.
influence.
It's still
Okay,
fun
Ash?
Okay,
and still
I'll
interesting.
take a fleeting influence.
Me
as
too.
well.
All right, cool. That's the end of my turn. Matt, you're up.
I'm going to use my Taskmaster.
Nice. Recruit.
We're going to recruit, and we're going to recruit twice.
Okay.
I'm going to take the. I've got 3 options.
You do everything but the stone.
What does the blackmailer do? It's going to.
Gain access to any advanced resource for free.
Wow.
I like that.
Nice.
I'll take him for 2.
All right, so that's one fleeting. No, sorry, it's not fleeting because of the guy you played. So you just get a permanent influence and a point, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, not permanent. Lasting influence and a point.
Yep.
All right, and I will take the carpenter, I believe.
All right, so you paid a total of $3.
Yes.
Okay, and did you get your points and lasting influence for that one?
Just a lasting influence. It was 0.
No, 0 points. Cool. All right, Ash,
I'm going to.
on your follow.
Do I want that paver? It's an upgrade building and an extra road. We're already so connected.
All right.
I'm trying to weigh if that's worth the 2.
Only you
Only I
can
know.
prevent forest fires. Okay.
Forest pavers.
Yes.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah,
Sure.
go with it.
I'll take $1.
I'll take a fleeting influence.
So before I do that, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4 buildings, and I'm in all but Greymare, and I know what Greymare is. I know that this one is whatever it's connected to. What are these two again?
So
The salt barrel, I think it is.
Salt barrel. Import a basic resource you own to a connected coastal or central space for $1 or $1.
Gloomy buck.
Gloomy buck.
Wait, import it.
Import. A
Oh,
basic
so just
resource
build one there.
Yep.
I got it. Okay.
for 1.
Okay.
The other, gain access to a resource tile on a connected entrance space for free.
That would give me access
instance-
to the worker.
Yeah.
But the worker is the level 3, which everything's already been. Oh. No, it'd give me access, not control.
Right.
Or ownership, as it were.
What do you need?
Nope, I'm good. I'm good. I will just take a fleeting influence. That's it.
Okay.
And that was Matt's turn. Ash, you're up.
So to me,
To you, sir. Yeah, oh, yeah, refill the.
yep, the advisors.
What is he?
Buy access to a resource at normal cost, then recruit an advisor requiring that resource.
Oh, okay.
And the usurper is build a personal building, then use the action of an adjacent prestige building.
Huh.
Okay.
Wow.
All right. Which these prestige buildings haven't been terribly exciting because of the interconnectedness
Yeah.
of
Right.
everything, right?
Is this the prestige building?
Those, all these are. That one, that one, that
No,
one.
I
that one.
yeah, that's what I mean. Like those.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I know what I can do.
Right.
No,
Again.
what I'm frustrated at is I don't have access to the card that I want to play because I've already played
You've
it.
already played it. Yeah. You could call for a vote.
I could consider that when it becomes my turn.
Yep.
When you do call for a vote and you have cards, what do you get for each card?
You get either $1, a fleeting influence, or a road built for
Per
each
card.
card.
Double checking.
Okay.
When you play an upgrade card, it's.
Uh-huh.
Oh, excuse me. No, never mind.
Happy to help.
When I play the bricklayer card, it
Uh-huh.
says build a personal building and 2 connected roads. Is that interchangeable as with the upgrade card?
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
super. I'm going to take a construct action and build a house and 2 connected roads.
Okay.
Oh, actually, I don't even need.
Sound like Beaker.
We did.
Don't even need it. Although.
Oh, that's clever.
What? Why don't you share?
Nope. Can't.
Ah,
Sorry.
dang it.
I will here shortly.
Okay. Share by showing?
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm building my house here. It's in this region, and my other house is over here, so that's a legal play
And it's not adjacent
to
to
anything that I own.
Bueno.
And so, for
Well, not
either
really
road-
bueno, but
Well,
you know, it's
right,
legal.
It's
I guess.
legal.
Yeah. it
Yeah.
is.
I guess we can't
Keep the
stop
card
you.
out there.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly. Right.
So, you're following a construct action, if you please.
I only have access to gray mare.
Play better. Third place. Just And I like that there's really no end game scoring. So what you've earned,
What you've earned
you've
is what
earned,
you get. Yeah.
right? If you don't like that fact, play better.
Right.
Um,
And I had heard or read that a couple of his Isaac's inspirations for this were Factorio, the video game, and one other like really big economic sim video game, and I can't think of what it was off the top of my head. If chat was here, they would be able to tell me. But
influence. Can you let him in? I can hear him pointing now. Please.
Thanks, Comcast.
Right.
Do you want me to go look for him?
No,
heard
Asher.
Asher, come here, bud.
Unless he's outside,
Sorry.
you're fine. Just shut it. He's fine.
So weird.
If it makes you feel any better, whenever I take a shower,
A buck.
the sound of the water coming out of the faucet sounds like a crying baby. Every
Okay.
time I shower.
All right. So
Even when
I'm
Arthur's not at the house.
I'm actually going to go ahead and take my racial ability here, buy access to any resource tile connected to a livestock tile for $1. So, Matt, there's your $1. I'm going to buy some wood or buy access to
Yeah.
wood. So, it has to be connected to livestock. Whoop. Whoop. Boom. That would have cost me $2 normally. And the trade action, but because of my special ability.
Very nice.
Right.
So, nice. All right. So that was, Matt, your last follow here for Ash.
I will take a block.
All right.
Okay.
Done.
Vote.
Amanda.
Squirrel.
Vote.
Oh, vote. Okay.
All right.
So, Amanda, what did you get
I
for
had-
your 2 cards?
For my 2 cards, I get, hang on.
And the rest of us get your income. Make sure your
right.
building numbers are right.
I get $4
So
now.
I get 1, 2, 3, $4.
1, 2, $3 still.
So
1, 2,
$4 and a fleeting influence.
I have 2 cards left. I'll take 2
$3
moolah.
and two fleeting influence. Nice.
There we go. Okay.
Oh yeah, I get a fleeting influence. I forgot for my house.
Or I'll trade one of these. You know what?
So I like the whole meta here. Like I see, okay, I'll think out loud, right? So right now, Amanda really only has access to that jewelry over there. And I'm thinking, do I need to vote heavily on it? Do I if I had any
You had any lasting influence?
I probably wouldn't use it because I think that Amanda wants to get that, and I have that bedroll there.
So you're not hurt.
Yeah, so maybe.
You're not injured by it.
So I consider maybe, but maybe I'm just talking out loud to throw you people off. I don't know.
Or is he?
So this is what I'm going to vote.
Yeah, her placement could hurt you a little bit.
It could. So for those at home, are you guys able to follow along pretty well? Everything making sense? Sorry, Habit.
Let us know in the comments.
Right, yeah, let us know in the comments, definitely.
Oh,
Ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Yep. All right. So,
Well, wait.
all right. So, how much did you?
I have 6.
You have
Ash?
6, 7, 8.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Well, we didn't count these, so it's
Oh.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Damn.
So the
Oh.
yellow will be built. Amanda spent a huge wad to build it. And what's the special ability of the building?
So the special ability
And
of
what is
Comfort
it?
in Class
Thank you.
is gain 1 fleeting influence for each adjacent advanced resource tile.
If you were to place it, oh, it's got to be. Is that?
This is this, yeah?
Yeah, it is. It is.
It doesn't have, that can go anywhere.
Dang. Are you
No, it has to go
sure?
into the
It
gray.
looks like
No, it can go anywhere. Only.
No, the other way around, Matt. Trust
Oh,
me.
okay. You're right.
yeah, it's these that are
Yes.
those can go wherever.
We're good.
Well, one piece of it has to be everywhere.
Where's the bedroll?
Right here. So it can't be adjacent to that. Could be adjacent to the machinery. Could be adjacent to, what is that? The bricks.
This one, the worker.
Oh, it can't. Yeah, because they're
doesn't own it.
prestige, right?
Yeah.
Yep. And it's too big to fit in there, so it can't go there. Or it could be adjacent to none of it. You could throw it up there if you wanted.
Yeah, but
yeah,
I
if you
don't.
want to neuter the.
I don't
the
want
worker.
I don't want the
or the
video to
space.
be 5 hours long.
So that's going here.
So that's going there.
So both of those will fire. So Amanda, you're first.
Okay. So I go there from
To
And then
jewelry,
jewelry.
right? So you get 5 points for this.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Out of that, go ahead, you do it.
out of that I get the 1,
You owe 1 point to whoever owns the gem,
and that is me.
so you keep all your points.
Right.
Yep.
Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Edward-
Then, because I'm the only one with the bedroll, that's going to be 7 to me.
Okay.
To
1, 2,
31.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But you owe 1 to the person who gives you metal.
Right. For doubling back for the machinery.
Right.
Right. And I own the livestock. Boom, done. So now we're 2/3 of the way done. And that was
My turn.
whose action?
That was my vote,
Gotcha. Okay.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
'cause
was
you
that
filled
was
all
your
those out,
okay,
okay.
yeah. So what came out here?
So, Superior Sundries, which is just like the Burnt Onion it replaced. The Ghost Fortress, which
Which
has
the Ghost
lots of
Fortress goes
stuff.
right here.
Right. And then the University, which is population, gems, stone, and books.
All right, got it. Okay, cool. Well, what I'm thinking is I can't build what it is I want to be. I don't have the card available to me to be able to do what it is I want to do. I have plenty of money right now. The cards out there, I can't build any of the cards, so that's kind of wasted. Trading, everything is full except for weapons, and weapons, leather has to be put out there, which I have access to leather, but I can't build it right now. So I think, how much influence do y'all have?
None.
So Matt's got,
I will have 1.
okay.
I would have 2 if you called a vote.
But if I call a vote, that's going to give you guys all those points, which I don't have right now. Or maybe it's down there at the, But I do have 3 cards, and that gives me 3. You know what? I am going to call for a vote. So I have 3 cards left. I'm just going to take 3 influence, 3 fleeting influence with it. So 1, 2, 3. Where'd that? Oh,
So
thanks.
we collect our income now.
Yep.
So
So-
it becomes,
These
3.
come back out.
I have too much
3.
money.
and that'll be
First world problem.
1, 2 fleeting influence.
And looking out there, so I'll show you guys what we're looking at over there. Yep, I think this is the right decision right here for me. I think so anyway. I'm not 100% sure, but everyone ready?
Ready.
All right. Oh, red
Wow.
won.
Wow.
So
Nice.
I have 4, Matt has 5, Ash has 3, so Matt gets to place it. And the reason the placing matters, it not so much in our particular game, but is you get to dictate who gets the points if multiple people have
The
access.
advanced resources.
Yeah.
And that's because it's the closest. If 2 people own the advanced resources,
Matt
what
gets to
dictates?
choose.
Oh, he chooses who.
You
who
get
fulfills
these
it.
points.
Gotcha. And so here's
The Happy Alchemist, the Sleeping Lion,
And
and
the Traveling
the
Troubadour.
Troubadours.
It must be in green. There you go.
Yeah, we're right there.
So that is not connected at all.
yet.
Okay. Interesting. Actually, it worked out to my benefit. I'm okay with that. And what was this special ability again? You gain access to.
Gain 1 fleeting influence for each adjacent advanced resource tile.
Oh, so it'd be one
One
fleeting,
fleeting
influence. Okay, all right. And when I call for the vote, I got my worker back also. So
Right.
Matt, it is your turn, sir. It's starting to flow pretty well now. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Are you guys enjoying it? Don't give
Absolutely.
any big thoughts yet. We'll save it till the end. But
Yeah, I'm enjoying it a lot. Sorry.
told you.
Well, yeah. You're gonna blackmail?
I'm gonna blackmail,
Oh boy. It's
and
trade.
I'm going to blackmail Edward into giving me some cattle.
So what does that do?
I'm just not paying a darn thing for it. I'm just taking it.
Yeah, you just
Gain
get
access
that.
to any advanced resource, not basic.
Advanced, not
Is that a basic?
yeah. Cattle is.
Okay.
Now I could make a case that it's
Anything, yeah.
or that. So what do y'all think? Now I
Well, let me
mean,
just double check and make sure that it's not in here somewhere.
it's not.
It's
I
not?
didn't know.
What about in the rule book?
I can double check, but I just don't think so because they're not. The individual cards
they're
are not
not?
broken down.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
I would assume.
I would
Says
think
any
so.
Advanced resource, but you're right. I mean,
I would think. So let's go ahead and. I'm okay with it.
Sure.
If you all are.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
fine with
Okay,
it.
so we'll
I'm
use
okay.
our best judgment
Yeah.
on
because
little rule
obviously
breaker cards.
gaining access to a basic resource is a lesser move than
Correct.
gaining access
So,
to an
sure,
advanced
go ahead,
resource.
Matt.
So go ahead and make your original move.
Yeah. Underneath. Obey. Okay. All right. Cool.
So,
So now a trade action.
Entrance or coastal spaces only. Don't forget.
Good call.
Thank you.
Good call.
You're welcome.
Good work. Well, that's a whole lot of nothing.
There's some workers. There's some food. There's some wood.
Says the man who
With
owns
all
all
those.
3 of those.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I really don't want you to have them right now because I've got all the money I need. So just don't worry about those.
I'll just take a buck.
What does the hides look like? They are way too long. They are one too long. Damn it. Damn it.
Where are
Alright.
you going to put it?
Don't worry about it. No, I was going to put it right here because I
Why?
was going to build a road.
Yeah, but why were you going to build it there? I don't know. But just, I mean, that's the thing. Someone else who has bricks and metal is probably going to build a road to that.
Sure, but why wait,
Sure.
right? So, Amanda, what'd you do for your action? Your follow?
I am.
Why couldn't you build it here?
I could. Good
I'm
call.
gonna take a fleeting influence.
I'll take a buck. Ash, your action. Action Jackson.
Action Jackson. If only somebody had bothered to build hides between now and any of the last hour. Maybe.
You do realize that wood was like, I just got access to wood, right?
I know. I
Okay.
know.
So, hey, on your next action, you'll be able to.
Yeah, I
I
suspect.
promise. Y'all do. I did a good job of explaining what the goal of the game was, right?
Points, right? I think points.
You're a terrible teacher.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. Hashtag bad teacher. I'm just getting ready for WBC, y'all. Gotta get in shape. 500 to 1 odds.
Mercy.
So what are you thinking, Ash?
What I'm thinking is that I have to build one of my personal buildings, and so I'll just do that. So, construct for 1 less. So, 5. Here's 2. I'm going to build a gate right here.
All right. That is, in fact, a gate. A gateway to what? We don't know, but it is a gate.
Well,
Fleeting influence.
I, too, shall take a fleeting influence. Matt?
I'll build a house.
with your
money.
giant pile of
I
cash.
got money.
Nice.
Money to burn.
Put on this prime real
Yeah.
estate right there.
Not just prime real estate, but blocking off all of that.
Oh, yeah, huh. Interesting. Okay. Well done. All right, so that is
That's
Mr. Jackson's action. Amanda?
Yeah,
Can't call a vote.
I know.
A vote.
Don't want any of the recruits or the advisors. I don't know that I can actually upgrade anything. I have have access to food and people, so I could do more hammers, more tools.
If you wanted to, yep.
Like over here.
Which scores you points, right? I mean, don't lose sight of that. The resource or the secondary and tertiary resources score points, guys.
Yeah.
So I will do that.
So you're going to build,
We'll
what was it?
upgrade.
Workers?
Yeah. Yes, please.
You can build a road first if you wish.
Yeah, I'm just trying to decide where to put them.
So you remember.
Thank you.
This is crazy how interconnected everything is.
Yeah.
It really is. Nope, that's river, ma'am.
Oh, okay.
Hey, if you say so, man.
I do.
All right. Then I will put it right there.
Okay.
And then this right here.
Nice.
All right. So pay your $6. And then, all right, 2 for food. So that's going to go to Matt for 2, and then one of them comes, so that's all Matt again. And then the population is you, Amanda.
Mm-hmm.
And did you up your income as
I
well?
have not. Now I have.
Good.
All right. Follow.
All right, follow. You betcha. Don't you know about it? So we're going to go ahead and build some hide.
Yep.
So $4 there. I am connected to wood and connected to livestock way back over there.
Yep.
So that's going to be 1 and 1.
1 for Matt.
1 for me. And then hides then triggers.
Yep.
So 6 points for me, but I lose 1 of it.
6.
So you can't get
5.
5. All right, cool. Good. That's it.
Cool.
So there you go. Mission accomplished, okay?
Yep.
All right, Matt.
Well, I was gonna do something like that.
Not anymore.
And now it causes you guys to build roads
Right.
over here because I blocked off that area. That's interesting. Okay, cool. I mean, we're far from experts at this, and so still in the exploratory
I think so,
stage
yeah.
and everything
Poking.
on it. Yeah, for sure. Digging it though.
Pulling random levers, as I like to say.
Right.
If there's anything I wish to do in that case. Oh, I've got this guy now, though.
Right, you do.
You are in the Salt Barrel and Greymare Estate and
Greymare gets you turn
Gadgets and
fleeting
gizmos.
into permanent.
Gizmos, which is just an extra work placement
Yeah,
space.
I don't have any
So you're in
fleeting,
these
so
two.
that doesn't do any good.
So what's the salt barrel?
Import a basic resource you own to a connected or coastal central space for $1. Or do your thing.
Or your own racial?
Yeah, lose a point and
For
get
$5, which
Yeah.
isn't really as important since you
No.
have so much money.
Not really.
Get influence. I mean, that way you can
Yeah.
dictate the vote, rock
Yep.
the vote.
Rock foot. There you go.
Okay.
That's about it.
All right.
Ash?
Hot,
Diggity dog.
almost. Hot metal. I'm going to build the weapon works or the iron works.
How? You don't have access to hides.
No, I do not.
Yeah.
Good point.
I'm about to show you how to build weapons, though.
Yeah, I bet you are. Gain access to a resource tile on a connected entrance space for free.
Oh, there you go.
Very nice. All right. Done.
All right, so I will go ahead and build an advanced resource and get 3 fleeting influence for doing it. Shh. Can't. Don't have the money. Oh, Ash, you're in luck.
You're more than just $1 short.
Yeah, I'm $3 short. Oh, Zutalur. Well, I have hides now. What does that do? Builds a personal building, then use it right of the adjacent prestige building. And what does Superior Sundries do?
Build any advanced resource or personal building at $1 discount.
So it'd be $5. Now I'm only $2 short.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna miss out on that. It looks like there's nothing I can do. So, man, that stinks. I could get that for free. It's worth a point. And I would get an influence for doing it. I'm thinking for this, whereas that recruit would just get me a fleeting influence, but I would have to pay for it. Because right now I only have access to the usurper. Man, and with everything connected, it just doesn't make sense to go out here and build
it
over
really
there.
doesn't.
I really want to, but there's just no reason for it. So I could use that worker action to build an advanced resource. And it's worth points, right? Okay, so let's look here. So I would play an action, and I will go ahead. I'm just going to play as a face down action, so nobody gets to follow. And where is Bricks? Help me out. Bricks, I don't have access to either one of those things.
Yeah.
So, okay, what have I... There's fur over here. What is... So there's machines I can build, which is only going to get me 1 point, isn't it? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? No, 5. That one doesn't count. So I should be at 5. I am. So
4.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Oh,
5.
excuse me, 5.
So I could do machines. Or I... And the salt barrel. What's the one that converts? Oh, that's Grey Mare, right?
Mm-hmm.
But Golems and Gizmos allows you to use an adjacent or connected. What's it say on that? Golems and Gizmos?
Connected.
Connected. So they're all connected right now. And that's how many? Is it...
Pay $1 to perform the action of any other prestige building.
Which the Grey Mare Estate is...
Oh, turn fleeting influence into lasting influence.
Oh, it's 3 fleeting. Golly. To any resource tile connected to a livestock. Screw it. I'll take my own. Well, yeah, don't overthink it. Too late. So I will get access to... And remember, government is books. It's not knowledge.
Right.
So to get access to books, I need... Okay, I'm going to take crops for $1.
Okay.
Done.
And so you owe
Are you,
Matt the buck.
are you
Yep.
surprised government is not knowledge?
Right, yeah, fair point, right? Matt, yeah, you're full action, not a follow.
I'm going to recruit.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm going to recruit.
So you get 1 of each influence. I got you.
And I've got those 2. Yeah, let's go with that.
And you owe $1. And any points for that?
No points.
Okay. And follow?
Follow, I'm... As much as I want to recruit, I think my follow will be to build a road.
Amanda?
I am going to go to the Greymere Estate
Nice.
and turn in 1 fleeting for 1 lasting.
Gonna get a buck. Done. Matt, or Ash, sorry.
Tell me if you've heard this one.
Yeah.
I'm going to build the ironworks.
Are you sure?
Yes, absolutely.
All right.
Even though I was looking at it, and it gets me a lot fewer points than I was hoping for, but oh well.
All right.
So
by building that first,
I'll leave this out.
So-
there's the 6.
so you get 1 for the metalworks, because that's yours.
1 for the metalworks. Hooray!
Then I get 4 for the hides.
Yeah.
And out of that, you Matt gets 1 of them for the wood. Okay, then you get to mark that,
All right.
which the penultimate one is now
So
done.
that's going to be
7 for you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, but I owe 4.
Correct.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, which then out of those 4, I get 3, Matt gets 1.
Yep.
And see, the reason this is happening, just FYI, is because we're so interconnected.
Right.
That's the only reason.
Whereas if we could be our own supplier for the secondary resources.
Absolutely, yep.
So next, I'm going to go ahead and connect the superior sundries
Okay,
with my build in a road.
2 points for your metal.
Yep. So
Oh, and brick,
Yeah,
right?
That's right.
That's it.
there's 2.
Well, no, the game's not over yet.
Yeah, no,
Okay,
I know, but I'm saying
1,
that's
2,
the last
3,
one.
4, 5, 6.
there you go. All right, so that is the 6th one. Now, we finish your turn, which is
Y'all's
our follows.
Right.
Wow, that happened quick, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. That was. a
I
very-
didn't see that. Okay.
Neither did I. That was a very rapid
Amanda?
conclusion.
So again, your follows are use your worker, which you've already used, or that, which doesn't matter.
No.
I'll take a buck. And Matt, I don't think it matters.
It's that, right?
Yeah.
Sure. I'll do this. I'll put a work. Well, there's a worker over there already.
Yep.
So I can't do that.
Where?
So
You
that
could
one.
build one of those.
Could, but that doesn't do me. It gets me 1 point.
Yeah.
It's 1 point more than doing nothing would get you, unless it gives somebody else a point.
No, that's all me.
Okay.
Over there, sure. And then
Build some foods.
put it.
FOODZ.
Yep.
Foods.
All right, so you paid the $4,
Mhm.
and you get 1 point. All right, so now we go into final scoring,
Okay.
and now you turn in. I have 0 lasting influence on a 1-to-1 basis.
Yep.
Amanda gets 1.
Oh.
Matt gets 1.
Dang it.
Ash.
0.
All right. Well, there's the final score.
Wow.
You guys tied, and Amanda, thanks for playing. All right, so Founders of Gloomhaven.
This is my sad face.
So thoughts on the game? Start with the completely new to the world.
Sure. Wow. I feel like it lives up to the billing of Great Zimbabwe meets Concordia and has, a giant great sword from Gloomhaven shoved right between them.
Mhm.
The kind of intermingling town building is exactly the kind of game that I've been dying to think of and dream of and play for literally years.
Oh wow.
So-
Okay.
So yeah, this
This
is
is high
a lot of
praise.
fun. Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like it's got some Alban VR in there too, just a little bit.
For adjacency and
Just
stuff
city
like that.
building,
Sure.
I need to study this a little harder.
Right.
'Cause, like, what goes into what comes out of what goes into what.
Sure.
And how that
And
influences
how-
the points.
Yeah. That
And
makes
I
sense.
got some things and like, oh wait, that doesn't really help.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, first play,
Right,
but
yeah.
yeah.
First play problems, but
Hearing y'all talk about how differently your other games developed, I'd be very interested to play it again. Gosh, if it weren't for the internet troubles, I would genuinely say, let's play it again.
Right.
Because I can see what you're talking about, where if I have better control over my own, gates and my own kind of production stream, then I can have more control over my points too.
So here's an interesting note. I have the most experience in this game, and it shows.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
I think if you all get a couple more games under your belt, this will not happen.
Yeah.
So this is not a runaway leader problem. This is
It's a skill game.
It's a skill game.
And you have more skill.
There you go.
Yeah.
As of right now, it's okay. So what'd you think of the game?
I look like a bitter beer guy.
Yeah, that was a really good
I
face.
really like this game. It is. I love logistics. Everybody knows that listens to us, and I love logistics, and I love just the overarching thing of its fantasy and things like that appeal to me as well. So, but I do feel like that it definitely would help to play it some more. Obviously, get more plays under my belt. But the thing that kept tripping me up was where to be able to place things.
Okay. All right.
And so that.
I mean, really, it's as simple as a player aid. I mean,
Yeah.
really.
Yeah, it is, and it's not it's definitely not a hindrance or anything like that. But I do definitely want to play it some more to try to get it spread out a little bit
Sure.
better.
Yeah.
Okay, but overall, all right, cool. And for me, the game gets better the more I play it. Honestly,
That's exciting to hear.
So I'll be honest. So Isaac, we played Forge War of his.
Oh, okay.
He sent us a review copy back in the day, and Tony and I played it a couple times, and just wasn't our cup of tea. We weren't real big fans of it.
I remember you saying that.
And so ran into Isaac after the fact, and he was like, "No, it was fair and balanced. I appreciate it. Just wasn't your cup of tea." And I was like, "Cool. I appreciate that you respected our opinion and that we're not trashing your game and everything else." So Gloomhaven. I skipped it at first, and then a lot of people's whose opinion I respect said it's actually really, really good. So I was like, okay, so we backed the second edition. Okay, cool. And then Matt, you've been playing it and had really good things. So, but my only experience with Isaac's games wasn't real positive with Forge War for our taste. So when he came up to us at Origin and said, "Hey, I really want you guys to play this," I was like, "Sure, we'll give it a try," but I really didn't have really high expectations at all of it. And the more we played it, I was like, "Dude, this is pretty good."
Yeah.
And the whole Concordia meets Puerto Rico meets Great Zimbabwe, I see aspects in all of that. And I also really like games that have a slow build-up and then accelerate at the end. Not a race game per se, but one that you're planting the seeds for what it is that you're going to be able to do. And it literally, it's just a massive sandbox.
Yeah.
Build where you want, go do what you want, and it's going to take you a little bit to get going, but once you do, holy cow, boom, right?
And the funny thing about that is that the way the network works or the connections, the game, I can imagine if we were more spread out on the board, the game would kind of take quantum leaps forward, where we're all kind of simmering, and then suddenly someone pierces the connected,
and then
bam,
one road goes, and then
exactly, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
To
me, that's very exciting.
Yeah. So this game came completely off of my radar to, yeah, dude, I can't wait to play this some more.
Central focus.
Yeah, legitimately really excited about the game. Now, for me, the theme, whatever. It's just, fantasy isn't my forte. So that, if anything, speaks more about the game, right? The fact that it's not a theme that I'm really super keen on, and yet I still super jones in to play the game.
Yeah.
So
for me, being a theme person, strangely, for whatever reason, I'm not as kind of excited by kind of ultra fantasy themes for whatever reason. But I'm with you in that mechanically the game excites me.
Yes.
To the point that it overshadows the kind of fantasy theme. But also, you're building a town, which
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a
You're
theme
an
that always
architect, dude.
Yeah,
I
that's the
mean,
theme that always hits home.
Sure.
Yeah.
Wizards totally built that, though.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's
Exactly.
crazy.
Yeah.
There it
I
goes,
just think
right?
it's
Yeah.
funny how I can be totally not give one iota of caring about a theme, and then other times I'm like, the theme.
Sure, yeah.
It just depends on the game.
Yeah. All right. Different strokes for different. That's why there's more than one game,
Yep.
Go figure.
right? Crazy. So, yeah, that's it. So, big thumbs up from everybody here. Obviously, this tonight was a little off. It was weird without
With the internet, I mean, we spent an hour trying to sort out the internet
So-
from the live stream, and now we're recording it and we'll post it online.
Right. So
Whenever
this is
Comcast
this
comes
is a
along
weird
with the internet.
situation for us that we haven't encountered before.
Yeah.
So those that tried to stick with us, we appreciate it, and our apologies again. We just had no control over it. I mean, our internet was up. It was just the upload that was getting crushed.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. And, if this is the worst thing that happens today, I guess we're doing okay,
Yeah.
all things considered. So thanks, everybody watching after the fact. We really appreciate it. Also, thanks to the 278 folks that support us on Patreon. If you enjoy this and you want to support this and you want to see more of it, then consider supporting us, patreon.com/Heavy Cardboard. So on behalf of us here at Heavy Cardboard and to all of y'all at home, Isaac, congrats on a really good game and good luck on the Kickstarter.
It's already
And-
funded.
Yeah, well, it's triple.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So anyway, thanks a lot, everybody. Say good night, Joe.
Good night,
Good night,
y'all.
y'all.
Night.